we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, he does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Morty!
Rick? Where are you?
On my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty! Boom! I'm Pickle Red! Boom! Morty! Lick my butt! Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, he does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Morty!
Rick? Where are you?
On my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty! Boom! I'm Pickle Red! Lick my butt! Yeah! Love a jump!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Yeah.
Oh man! Oh gee!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, it does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah. Gotta get swifty in here. Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Bulldog. Time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah. You gotta get swifty in here. With your right foot forward and your left foot back, and fucking slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light. Morty,
Rick? Where are you?
on my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm pickle red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt. Yeah. Lubba lubba jub jub. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man! Oh gee!
Yeah.
Oh man!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Now, hello everyone and welcome to Roll for Chaos, here today to bring you a fantastic, we swear, one-shot that we're calling...
We swear a lot, yes.
We're gonna swear often, I'm sure. So this is a one-shot that is inspired by Rick and Morty. We are legally distinct. Of course, every single one of our characters is a manifestation of my madness, and we're just gonna be playing those. We're gonna go around the table here today and say, hey, here who is I am, and I am is playing this, and who they is. All right, got that?
Are you having a stroke or are you just good?
Yes.
Okay.
So as usual, we're going to go ahead and roll at random and see who goes first in today's event. That is going to be, I'm looking at the wrong screen. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, Rob. You're up first. Can you please tell us who you are, what amazing things you've done in your life,
didn't even realize.
your age, your bank account numbers, your social security, and as well as where your house is located? Just dox yourself for us, and then go into who your character is.
Absolutely. My name is Tyson Burris. My
No, stop!
Hi, I'm Rob. Rob be rolling on the internet. You can find me as such. But that doesn't matter, because tonight I am the magnanimous, the wonderful, the adjective Lord Nurple.
The adjective.
Who you all don't know yet. Yes. The problem is, so many adjectives describe still ordinable that you sometimes have to just say the word adjective because you have to get on with your day at some point. So that is who I'm playing, and I'm looking forward to trying to break Tyson's game as quickly as possible.
Like you usually would. Is Rob breaking up for anybody else, by the way? There's a little bit of that happening. Your upload is getting...
Oh no.
Something is hitting it a little. It's not so bad that we can't understand you, but it is a little distracting. Moving right along, speaking of a little distracting, to Bees. Your turn, sir.
I am and I are playing things and are we is I think that's right.
Pretty close.
Is that
About
correct?
112%.
Gotcha. Okay. So now post stroke. Hello everyone. What's up? I am Bees. I am a professionally non-professional loud guy on the internet. And I will be playing Mr. Go Seeks. Who's gonna be really fun. Really fun. I will be just super calm, super collective, and just just regular Joe. Regular honest Joe.
Regular, honest, to goodness, Joseph.
100%.
Mr. Joseph Seeks.
Yeah. Please, Mr. Joseph was my father.
Oh no, I've moved everything around and it's messed up my entire overlay.
Well,
but it's
you've
fine.
killed us all, Tyson.
I have. Speaking of killing us all,
We just
now
started.
it's Brian's turn.
Nice.
Hi, everybody. I'm Atomic or Brian or Atomic Zero or whatever the hell you want to call me else here on the internet. Usually do things mostly on this channel as of right now, but used to do TTRPG things back when. I am going to be playing Beth Zell, or however Ty wants me to say it.
You say however the hell you want. This is your character now. I
Sure.
wash my
It is.
hands of
You
anything.
gotta say like
Okay,
You gotta say,
I'm
like,
playing
pretzel.
Bezel, and but it's imagine Drax but less nice, and that's basically Beth Zell. So very, very, very angry person from a very, very angry place who expresses love and kindness through their fists and very harshful words like the rest of my family. But we're gonna have a good time.
Of course. JV, you're up next.
Well, hello, my darlings. So I'm JV, aka Red Black Golden. I am well, Jesus, what the fuck do I do?
You're a Jesus.
I guess I'm a voice actor and a fucking crazy insane person most of the time, and a drag queen. All of these things. And a lover of Alfredo, of pasta Alfredo, which I have sitting right here because, woo, yes. I will be today playing Muddy. Now, here's the thing. I believe the words I used earlier to describe how I was going to be doing this is demon twink who has seen the horrors and is bored by them. Do I know what I meant by that? Fucking no. I guess we'll figure it out.
We'll find out together.
Mhm.
Steven, last but not least, it's your turn.
Hello, everyone. I am Steven, aka Demon Devil, but today I will be playing Standoff. Standoff's always wanted to fit in, just your regular dad accountant, follows around, very sad kind of, but you would never know it because he'd never let you know it. However, he did find a little magic bag by his friend that literally is like the bag of keeping. Put as much stuff in it as you want, and he thinks that if he just makes the ploy of being a phenomenal wizard, staying in the role, and putting all kinds of random normal crap in our world in a bag, it's going to be great, and he can prove to the world that he is a magical, real, true sorcerer, and therefore be adored by everyone. We'll see how that goes.
Doing everything for other people's favor and opinions. being positive
Boo.
of you from them. I mean, that's it. That's what life is all about, is other people
That's it.
and what they think about you. Just remember that, kids.
Obviously, what else are we doing here?
Mhm.
Just
If you don't exist in everybody's mind as a hero, you should all be villains. Anyway, we are going to just see where this Unhinged Nightmare goes here as we play. We're using the Aether and Steamworks system that has been heavily modified for this particular game. Actually, it's only been lightly modified. But if you're interested in that, check it out over on Drive Through RPG. Just look for Aether and Steamworks and look out for a book related to that same system at some point in the next year or two. God, I am 3/4 of the way through the final edition, so it's been a process. Okay, we are going to begin this. Welcome, players and viewers, to the wacky, wild, and utterly unpredictable world of Pickleverse Fantasy, the one that we're starting in. Obviously, this is a legally distinct yet unmistakably inspired Aether and Steamworks hack of the Rick and Morty concept, set in a universe where the bizarre and the fantastical collide with the, well, chaotic beings that we have here today. In this game, our intrepid crew is going to be navigating a situation where they end up being forced into trying to save the world from something, and we'll see where they go with it from there. I'll probably have to really do a whole lot of railroading. So, we find ourselves exterior space. Eerie music playing, a familiar yet legally distinct theme in the background. From a distance, we view the spaceship that appears to be two vehicles who have smashed together at a strange angle and that have a whole bunch of technology that are kind of attached to it. What?
Ty, all of our cameras are gone from the OBS.
The cameras have disappeared because I was looking at something
Magic.
else. Go figure. Magic. Let's just adjust this
back.
and bring it back. Hold on a second, everybody. We'll return to our full screen
now we're not.
goodness. There. Okay, now we're back. See? Chaos. Already. Look at this nonsense.
There it
Okay.
is.
We have returned. So, again, there's a bunch of technology attached to a bunch of bullshit that's all crammed together to look like a spaceship, sort of. And on the side of it, in poorly painted red words, are Wubba Double Ship Ship. It appears whoever painted the ship was likely drunk, as the words vary in height, length of paint smears, and an apparent vomit stain has become part of the whole mess on the side of the vessel. As we move in to view this ship, we fly through a porthole that is covered in gunk, and the interior of this ship is a chaotic blend of technology and mismatched furniture. It has a bit of a lived-in feel. There are control panels all over the place, blinking, a whole bunch of them. Nobody knows what they do, not even the people that actually are here, and they're never used. There are half-eaten snacks all across the room. There's crumbs, there's paper, bags, there's old sandwich wrappers, there's a bunch of stuff that you have to kick out of the way just to get to anything all around you. And the walls nearby are adorned with bizarre trophies from a whole bunch of various adventures across the multiverse. So you all, crew, are recovering from a harrowing battle with a gigantic grumble bug, a monstrous creature with multiple slimy tentacles and the unfortunate habit of stuffing potential food into its storage holes filled with acrid sludge. Everybody here is here at the moment, except for Lord Nurple. You're not there at the moment. And we do have... Do I have it here? I do. We do have the ship's captain. Somewhere. Portraits. Are they under portraits or tokens? Of course. Look at me. I am so prepared for everything, always.
Roll for captain.
Roll for captain. Where the hell did that go? Everybody's images were here a little bit ago, and now I don't have... Are you in here?
Sorry,
No.
I rolled a negative, so the captain is dead.
The captain
Bum-bum-ba-dum.
has died. I guess I
going
can just download it from here. Here we go. There's the individual for our audience to view. As soon as I move him up into the right
was
spot that you can
double-died.
actually see him. That is our intrepid captain, Brick Lopez. The fight that you had all had with this gigantic grumble bug was tough, but you managed to outsmart the beast. You allowed yourselves to be hole-shoved while carrying explosives, narrowly escaping afterwards, leaving everyone exhausted and covered in grumble bug goo. All of you are sprawled out in various states of disarray, nursing minor injuries, trying to clean up the sticky remnants of your encounter. Some are slumped in chairs, other leaning against the walls, or sprawled on the floor, wherever you find yourself to be most comfortable. And we see Brick standing at the center of the room, shaking last bits of Grumblebug goo from his hair. Wipes a high-tech shotgun clean with his rag. Looking a bit irritated and just staring around at everybody in the crew. That was one nasty piece of work, he mutters as he tosses the rag off to the side. It smacks into Muddy's face and just starts sliding down it. I swear, if I see another Grumblebug in my lifetime, it'll be too soon. As he turns to all of you, he grimaces as he realizes something. You know what we need? We need a drink. I don't mean any of the spaceship leaky cooling pipe swill. I know just the place. A little butt freckle of a planet in the middle of nowhere with the best damn Mai Tais in the universe. The bar is called the, the Bee Hole. Yeah, the B is for booze or something else. It doesn't matter. What do you say we head over there and wash this crap off with something stronger than this engine oil?
Does our answer matter right now?
Not at all. Let's go. So he pulls out a little device off of his hip, and then he just puts down a portal underneath all of you that you all just fall through suddenly. Falling through the air for probably the 5th or 6th time, even in that same day, you find yourself in a new place wondering where the hell you are. Bethzel, you land first. The floor is a bit of very well polished wood in various different grains that seem to run along curly swirling patterns and have been cut into strange shapes to fit together. Whatever trees they came from, they were not straight trees. They were crooked. And as you hit the floor, Standoff appears above you, falling out of the same portal, and lands in your lap. How do you react?
I quickly chuck them aside.
As you talk to just throw Standoff to the side, you kind of ducks, rolls, smacks into a table, and then a sign above the actual table itself breaks off of the ceiling and dangles over top of it. You can see written on it, welcome to Deepwater Retirement Community, population 100 and falling. And this sign then just lands in your lap.
What did I do for this life?
Go Seeks! Or whatever you wanted to name yourself, Butt Cheeks. You fall through the portal as well Beth is standing up.
Can I use Hugs and Kisses to try to bat them out of the air?
Yes, you can. Please give me an attack roll with Hugs and Kisses.
I gotta remember how
Wow.
how do we use this system again? It's just
main page. You're looking at
Oh,
the
yeah,
combat
Tell you,
section.
so you
Yeah.
tried to
Hugs and
attack me.
Kisses.
yeah. I found the damage dice.
It's the
Where
one
is
with the
this?
little-
That's the attack roll. There it is.
There you are.
20.
Perfect. Give me a
Sure.
damage roll. Excellent. So, Go Seeks, you're falling through the portal, and then you look down and you see Bethzel drawing back to give you some hugs and kisses.
I love
How do you
practice.
react before this swings in your direction?
I think I see that happening. I just go and just look right in the windows of her soul and just drop the double birds.
Two birds come up.
Yeah.
Right at the moment when Bethzel just swings in and there's a twing, and the two pieces of Ghost Seeks go to either side of the room, avoiding Bethzel. Now, you are now separated into two equally lengthwise chunks, and your
I use
hands have
Hugs
been
and
cut off
Kisses,
at the
which is
elbows.
Hugs and Kisses is non-lethal bludgeoning.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind. Then you just get bashed into a wall so hard that you kind of fragment into it and are now sticking out of it.
Hey, I think that was one of my best ones.
It's the Fixer that's your sword. Hugs and Kisses is the bat. Right.
Yeah, it's affectionate bludgeoning.
Affectionate bludgeoning.
Aw.
And then I realized there's more people to our party, and I look up.
Well, you see the next person falling down, but I'm assuming all you do is just move out of the way?
Eventually, yeah.
The next one falling right above you, of course, is Muddy. Muddy, you end up endoing. You're spinning through the air coming down. You're still getting that slime off your face from the rag that hit you. How do you react towards seeing Bethzel waiting for you with hugs and kisses upon your landing? You are muted.
I apologize. I attempted to do push to talk, which was a stupid. Now, I am imagining sort of falling and landing in basically just in the death pose, just falling and landing in the death pose, but like just slightly adjacent to hugs and kisses, as it were. Just
Give me an agile roll as you attempt to avoid getting some hugs and kisses that you didn't want today.
yep. Oh boy, an agile.
And Bethzel,
roll.
if you're intending on meeting Muddy in the same way that you met Ghosties,
I was planning on just moving out of the way.
you move aside. Please give me an agile roll for you now, Beth.
Oh, fun.
16. All right, you step aside as Muddy literally smashes into hugs and kisses, and you have to draw it out from underneath them. And after you get hit, Muddy, you hit the floor, and then someone steps upon your back as Brick Lopez lands in the room, and he just like steps off of you. Thanks for stopping my fall. And he like walks into the room a little ways. He stops. He looks around. Lord Nurple, you are standing inside of this room having some Kool-Aid, and you see these individuals all just suddenly appear in the center of the room. Weirder things have happened.
Lord Nurple loves purple. Lord Nurple is adored. What have you done to Lord Nurple's floor?
As he steps over to you.
Can I hit this guy?
Look, like
I don't see why not.
Ghostseek's face is just peeled off the wall, and just goes, "Did I hear Lord? Did I hear Lord? Lord?"
Come on, buddy, we'll get you.
Lord Nurple.
And Brick just like ignores it and just says, "Do whatever the fuck you want to do." And he just like walks a little bit further into the room.
Don't, ow, don't do that. That's
I'm just gonna like walk over to
oh,
Nurple and just like
God.
take the blunt end and just like what you do with a dead body? You poke it with the stick. I'm just gonna like think, like, what is this? What are you?
Maybe you should give him a purple Nurple.
Why aren't you?
Lord Nurple loves purple. Lord Nurple, it's true.
I'm already bored with
Joey.
this.
So, as you're all standing there and you're kind of meeting each other, Brick steps forward a little bit and looks around. What the shit is this? Did they gentrify the beehole? Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. First, I need a drink to throw up, though. All right, and he walks over to the bar, and he orders a few things and like turns back to you and points at a table nearby. Go sit down.
No.
This is a pretty nice place.
Uh,
Wandering around, looking at all the pictures on the walls, all the things,
Is it literally
admiring
just
all
the
the
five
crap.
of us?
So
Is it
you
just
are
the five
all.
of us in here?
It's not the case. As you look
Six of us.
around, you see that there is there's actually a large bar here, kind of tiki bar style, open doors outside. There's some strange colors to the wilderness. Trees are like purple and pink, and the sky is like a bright green color. And the bar itself is it's like a hodgepodge of mismatched furniture, worn down tables, flickering neon signs around the edge. Something that's akin to like Hotel California, but obviously something different is playing in the background. And there is a variety of patrons that are all just watching you at this point. It's funny to see because everybody sitting at the tables is at least 70, maybe 80. There's geriatric tavern wenches shuffling around, their wrinkled faces and like stooped over backs, very slowly, like walking with shaking hands, drinks that are spilling across them. There's a bunch of drunk geriatrics like laughing amongst themselves and pointing at all of you, and some of them just asking each other what's going on. They can't, and they like big old horns next to their ears. And
Lord Nurple loves purple. Lord Nurple has no mole. Lord Nurple informs you that someone stole the beehole.
oh, I hate it when that happens. So Rick comes over carrying a few drinks that he calls Mai Tais and sticks them on the table. That's just like straight vodka with like a wedge of coconut and pineapple in it, and a tiny like umbrella. I got one for everybody. Just sit down. We gotta enjoy ourselves here just a little while. Just sit down. I'm sure there's not gonna be some sort of strange story element thing that draws you all away from here and makes me sick to my stomach, and I'm gonna have to leave or something. Just sit down.
This isn't
Lord Nurple
strong
sits
enough.
down with these people,
Oh, hi.
having assumed that they're invited.
And suddenly he's just over there. There's one extra drink right there, the one that Muddy didn't grab because Muddy didn't care to go sit down with everybody else. Obviously, it's
no,
yours.
I rolled over there. I rolled over there because I'm still feeling the pain, and just rolled over and held up the drink. I was like, this isn't strong enough. Do you want it? Offering it to Lord Nurple.
There you go.
Lord Nurple is purple. Lord Nurple loves the best. Lord Nurple will remember that you've treated them best.
Is this gonna continue?
Yeah, girl, okay.
Go Seeks. Give me a strong roll as you attempt to extricate yourself from the wall. All the splinters are digging into your nether regions uncomfortably.
All right. That's gonna be.
If there was
that's gonna be
ever a
great.
moment.
9.
Yep.
You fight. You struggle. And you pull, and then there's a loud tearing noise as your butt flap on your pants just like dislodges entirely.
Yeah.
Oh, hello
You fall
there.
to the ground, landing on your face.
We don't have time to sit around and drink. We have to kill all of them. All the Dark Lords.
Are all these people the Dark Lords?
Are they?
You
He
look
like
around.
runs up, and I want to shake an old man.
You rush over to an old man who looks over at you. He's like, "Hello there, sir.
Are you a Dark Lord? Are you a Dark Lord? Are you a Dark Lord?
Give me a perception roll, because you can tell a Dark Lord when you see one. I swear. So aware. Give me an aware.
Where?
Oh, 100%. This guy's absolutely a Dark Lord, or at least was one before
I
he
draw
retired.
back and wham, slap him.
Give me an attack roll.
Repent.
So
Repent.
attack-wise, the only thing you roll is just. Well, let me put a fist on your character sheet because you have nothing. The lovely part of it, fist him. Okay,
Oh, wow.
we're gonna call
Okay.
it that. It does
Yep,
this much
time
damage.
for me to fist this old man.
Mhm.
In the
Uh,
beehole.
Yep, in the beehole.
There, go
Yep,
ahead and
fist
give
No,
me.
this
someone
old man
stole
in
the
beehole.
beehole.
Give me that
Sorry,
fistum
maybe
roll,
it was
please.
him.
Full
got a
full
4.
force fistum.
I fisted the hell out of that.
That old man, his entire, he's got like those, no teeth, so he's got like that wrinkly mouth hole and
Especially
everything.
now.
He's got like a little bit of drool coming out of it because he's been drinking too long. And then your flappy hand just goes right inside of his mouth and punches him in the uvula. And then he just all over your hand.
He's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat, using his Dark Lord powers to eat me.
Gazelle
Ah!
runs over and just like axe through head.
Go ahead,
Oh my God.
Give me your attack roll, please.
Hey, you said this person was hurting you.
Hey,
and
Ty. Hey,
Say
Ty.
less.
Did you get innocent elderly murdering rampage on your bingo card for tonight?
Today, that is the one right in the middle
I-
center. Like, right-
Gotcha.
Can since I hit Gozex into the wall, am I empowered by blood right now?
Absolutely, you are covered in some
So
Goseek's
I
blood.
I have a.
Did
I'm
you
at a
call him
15 for that
Gosex?
attack roll.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, don't judge our
I'm
relationship.
blinded by rage. I can't think straight. It's
Go
fine.
ahead and roll for damage.
Ah.
It was a Freudian
Okay.
slip.
Do I have anything else that's nope. Nothing else comes to mind for this.
Not at the moment. So
5.
powered by blood, you have +2 to that roll. Yep, you got that there. 5 points of damage. You swing in, and there's a swing, and you see a head just spinning with a hand still in its mouth. As Goseeks, you have lost your hand now.
Yeah.
Gozex, I've saved you. Are you being eaten anymore?
His the neighbors next to him just
I
go,
don't know.
Jared, You cut off Jared's head. And you see it just on the
Their
ground.
allies.
And then the one next to him, he's like, no, you stay away from Jared's drink now. That's mine. And then the other one's like, oh, shut up, Claire. And just starts like, they're now struggling over this drink that is moving between the two of them, completely unfazed by the death of a friend.
Okay.
Well,
The bartender, on the other hand, a rather rotund-looking pigman, like turns, scoffs. Please, no messes. If you're gonna make messes, you're gonna clean messes. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And he points
yeah,
like
hold
now,
on.
since Muddy is the first one to react, he just grabs a rag from behind the bar and just tosses it over to you. Wipe it up.
shouldn't have
Make
done
sure
that.
there's no blood everywhere now.
I don't have time for this. I need something stronger. Give me something much stronger than whatever that is.
Clean
I
that up off
spent
the floor,
plenty
and then
of
I
drink.
will give you some Everclear.
I guess that'll work. All right. Fine, I guess.
Have Everclear here.
Muddy goes over and just starts cleaning the floor, scraping blood, just congealing and pooling and following the head that's rolling towards the door at the moment. And I will now put in your inventory, Muddy, you now have 1 bottle of Everclear.
Rock and roll.
Just
Fuck
keep
yeah.
hearing the Muddy Mud Skipper song.
Woo.
From your position in front of the door, you look up as everybody else is at the table having some drinks now together. As the door ding and has like these little bells on it, ding 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 ding, telling you somebody is entering into the establishment. Looking up, you can see. Let's see, where did I go? There it is. A crowd of additional elderly folk begins shuffling in, but they're strangely behaving. One of them's holding a blanket, like over his shoulder and like sucking on his thumb. One of them's wearing 2 short shorts and undersized shirt that's got like a cartoon logo on it, and he's just like looking around nervously at everybody else. And one of them just like looked at his friend and is like, there's so many people, help me feel better. And this friend standing next to him just farts loudly, and then they start laughing to one another. And they're like holding onto each other's arms and they're moving forward. One of them at the front, who looks like maybe 120, kind of really hunched over turtle-like face, just kind of waddles towards the middle of the room and just says, we need help. We need help. Our mommies and daddies are gone. We're cursed. A curse is falling on all of us, and now we're old like you. I'm 3. I am not whatever I am. I'm ancient now. I want some help. Somebody help me.
Is that going to happen to us? We need to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, eventually it'll happen to you.
Brick's sitting there at the table. He takes another drink, just swigs it down, and then he raises an eyebrow as he looks over and he goes, well, that's a hell of a buzzkill. All right, just what I needed. Senior citizen meltdown. Look, I got a splitting headache. I'm gonna go lie down for a bit. This sounds like it. This sounds like it could make us some money or something. So why don't you just go do whatever it is that they want you to do, and then I'll pick you up later. Maybe, possibly. We'll see how it goes. And he grabs his teleporter and just out of the room.
Great.
and
Always
there he
how it
goes
ends.
again.
Lord Nurple loves purple. Lord Nurple would never blink.
Why
Lord
can
Nurple figured that's why you all took the drink.
Aren't their mommies and daddies gone just because they died probably eons ago?
Granted by the age, yes.
Well,
One of them walks over
is
to you and
that-
goes, I heard you, there's somebody, the guy, the white hair, the person before said you were going to help us? And they all kind of look at you, these old people like moving forward, their heads come down, their shoulders come forward, their eyes get wider, kind of like Puss in Boots style as they're all looking at you with sparkles in their eyes. You're going to help us not be old anymore.
Oh shit. Standoff
grab the
just
closest
pulls
one.
out a blue tarp. Pulls out a blue tarp, and he's like, "Cloak of invisibility," and wraps himself in it and goes hides in the corner.
Where did he go?
Oh my
I'm just gonna
God.
grab the closest one by the neck and just be like, "What happened?"
Well, I was taking a nap. I was taking a nap, and when I woke up, hair came out of my face in my nether regions, and then suddenly everything got saggy. I didn't like it at all. The home is that way, and he like points to the east.
You're old. Things are gonna get saggy. This is what it is.
I wasn't old
The
this
sooner you realize
morning.
this, the
I
better.
was not old this morning. Something happened, and then I
Grab
was
the other-
old.
Grab a second one. Were you young this morning?
Ah! She starts crying into your face. Whoosh! Across the room, old person like slams face first into the bar and slides across the front of it. The bartender just pushes them off onto the floor and then just goes, "We're gonna need to adjust that sign a little more below the 1,000 mark."
Nurple, do you know what the fuck is happening with all these people?
Lord Nurple loves purple. Lord Nurple is clever. Lord Nurple could show you to wherever.
I'm gonna take the person and throw him at Nurple.
Are you going to assume that you know, or are you going to roll to see if you know? Like, are you just...
I'll roll.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Give me a brains roll, please, Lord Nurple.
Mhm.
That's a 12. So the only thing you really know is, to the east, that's where the curse wood is. They call it that for reasons. You're assuming curses.
And Lord Nurple will just extend the royal staff forward and just point, expecting them to march forward.
Is there something over there? I can't. I mean, what are we
Just like
supposed to
points, like, come on.
go? Oh, I mean, do we bring the old babies with us, or do they stay here? Because I mean,
You look over and you see all the ones that aren't dead are currently laying on the floor napping. At least you don't think they're dead. Many of them aren't moving. You can't tell if they're breathing. You'd have to look at that. But they're all on the floor with blankets covering them now.
Lord
Well, there's-
Nurple loves purple. Lord Nurple also likes fields. Lord Nurple would not say no to a couple meat shields.
no, we're gonna leave them here.
We could tape
Just-
them to the body as shields.
We will leave the little babies asleep. However, you can, if you would like, take one or two of these old bastards from the corner. One of those ones. Bring one of them as a shield.
They're gonna die anyway. The other ones you might be able to reverse a curse on. Who knows?
Exactly. That's my logic.
Ghost Six is gonna walk up to the originally decapitated old man and pull his hand out of his mouth and just like back on. Yeah. All right, I guess I'm good. There's a chance if that's true, if they're not just senile and they're actually like old babies, then that sounds like that sounds like the work of a Dark Lord.
Dark Lord, one of the kids
magic.
one of the kids on the ground goes, Lord Charlie, and then just like turns over in his sleep.
That sounds like a Dark Lord. Oh yeah.
With the
Let's go.
grunt of strain and pressure, there's a whoop, and you see a bunch of like bits and pieces of the wall and a whole bunch of little it just shoots out of him. You've got all these little splinters going everywhere. And then your butt flap on your pants just re-solidifies and attaches back to the waistband.
All right, I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Lord
Let's-
Nurple graciously
let's
leads
do
them
that.
away.
Stand off!
Guys,
Get your ass out here!
wait. I might need your help. I know I'm very invisible, but I'm back here in this corner and I've tripped. I've fallen over an old baby and I'm wrapped up in this cloak. Could you help? Could you what where are you going? What?
Oh, fucking
Bethel just
Christ.
walks over and like grabs the tarp and drags you out of the room. You're
By
still-
the ankle.
he has like tangled
hero.
himself up in a way that his cloak and all of his stuff is like wrapped around with this tarp.
Wait, my bag. My bag. Oh, thank you.
You drag him out the door and you make your way outside of the once beehole. As you step outside, you can see a sign that has the word beehole upon it that's just been like scratched out, and it says Retirement Community Center now on it. Yeah, you begin heading off to the east. For a little bit of time, there's a strange and fantastical forest looming before you. Its trees are kind of twisted and in unnatural shapes. They kind of spiral over each other in corkscrew pattern. You believe that that's probably where they got the wood for the floor from. And it feels a little psychedelic as you're walking through. If you're not paying enough attention, the world around you is like multicolored as it passes, and it gives you this sensation like you're high. As you begin delving deeper... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say after we've fully cleared the retirement community, Lord Nurple just like takes out like a full 20th century cigarette and just how's it going?
Excuse me. Are you... Come again. Come. Are you?
How's it going?
What happened?
You say that from your little burrito because you're still wrapped up to roughly your neck. You've got like one arm free standoff from your tarp, and your head is sticking out, and you're just like looking at Nurple, who's like standing over you now.
I blow the smoke in his face.
I thought it was very strange when you could see me in my miraculous cloak, but why are you talking normal now?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Can anybody else hear this?
Y'all got entertainment where you're from?
The purple nurple crap.
I mean, I'm Lord Nurple, yeah.
Do you just not rhyme anymore?
Entertaining?
Seems kind of evil.
I mean, are you paying? I'm not on the clock right now. You gonna pay me?
Seems like it might be some kind of
curse
magic.
Cool it down. Cool it down.
Give me the wear-roll, please. Go, Seeks.
Oh, God.
You can do it with chaos if you want to find the Dark Lord.
I mean, like
so
3
your
applications.
Your Dark Lord senses are telling you that this individual has not chosen his path yet. He could be a Bright Lord or a Dark Lord. Until you know one way or the other, you're gonna keep an eye on him.
Purple nurple. I just want to let you know there's still good in you. But if you make the wrong choice and turn to some magic, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, sure, bud.
No Seeks I've ever seen.
Anyway, yeah, that's Lord Nurple. It's me. I'm Lord Nurple. I do the whole rhyming thing for the old. Well, I used to do it as for parties, but now I'm old. So
are you from? Where are you from?
Here.
What's your real name?
Lord Nurple.
Lord is his first name. Nurple's his last name.
First name Lord, second last name Nurple. What? I don't know how much more clear you want me to be here, Bagman.
Mud. Clear as mud. Do you know where we're going?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about curses, right? The whole forest is called the Cursed Forest. I mean, I'm not a genius, except I am.
We're all doomed.
Those
burrito.
people actually were babies that are now old?
I mean, listen, I didn't see him changing nothing, but I had a lot of gigs lined up for this weekend. I was going to be doing a lot of balloon animals. and now I don't. So maybe.
Well, I've heard in old
Curses!
age we do regress. Right?
Curses! I'm screaming out for curses to see if I can beckon them over.
You yell for some curses for a while as you're walking further and further into this strange wooded region. Nothing comes back to you at the moment, other than your own voice sometimes echoing off the distance. The flora and out here seem to absorb a good amount of noise, so it starts to quiet up a little bit. But as you
cursed woods.
as you're moving further into these woods, the ground beneath your feet gets a little bit muddy. It's kind of squelching as you walk, and you begin to hear something at the periphery of your ability to hear. Give me an aware roll, everybody.
Oh dear.
Excellent rolls from some of you. We got a 19 and 19, an 11 and an 18. And an 18. Did somebody roll twice? Is that what just happened?
Why you gotta say mine like that? Why you gotta say, 1919?
11. Okay, with an 11, you happen to take a few steps through this mucky mud, and your flappy feet get caught in it, and you have one of your socks just like off your foot. And as it comes off of your foot, Go-Seeks, you turn and go to grab it, and it sinks into the mud very quickly, like something grabbed it and sucked it down below. Something is now consuming your sock. It enjoys your foot juices.
Oh.
Guys, we got something in the mud. It's got a foot fetish.
One with the anger issues, carry me and stuff. I'm short over here.
So you're all distracted at the moment, too. As you're saying to Carrie, everybody else rolled high enough that they understand what I was going for. When you happen to hear these strange kind of soft oinking noises, little louder, this something farther away. The ground begins to change a little bit more, getting a little bit more viscous as the mud continues to get worse. And there's something odd about it. Since you rolled as high as you have, you begin to notice that some of this mud has little tiny bits of strange refuse within it, and it's starting to stink. Then you realize this is feces. It's not mud. You're walking through a rather thick layer of animal or some other creature's feces, and up in the distance, you can see a rounded shape of something that might be a hut, the beginning of some small village.
Shiitake mushrooms.
This mud smells like shit.
Run. Let's run. Shall we just run?
Run towards battle, yes.
Bethzel grabs the weapon and just charges towards the village. Everybody that's running, please give me an agile as you have sticky, slurping, poopy mud that you have to run through.
What?
I do have a wizard in a blanket as a secondary weapon, correct?
That's true.
That's
You're
right.
You're actually dragging Standoff behind you, so
Yeah,
you don't
just
have to
throw him on the ground and slide on him.
And can I make an agile roll to hop on top of
Absolutely.
the blanket?
Absolutely.
So that I'm riding Standoff.
So, Muddy.
I'm falling in, aren't I?
You're absolutely gonna be falling in. Merple, you also are. You do have an ace. If you'd rather avoid the muck, you can potentially use an ace now.
Absolutely not.
So, give me a strong roll, then, please, Bethzel, as you're pulling Standoff behind you. 13. All right, Standoff, with your roll, you're unable to get out of the tarp yet. Still. You're partially burritoed in, with Bethzel holding onto your now one good arm that's sticking out, and just tugging you along behind them. And as they pull, you're starting to get slime right up inside of your robe and inside of the bag with you. It's like a burrito filling with beans. That's what's happening right now as you're being pulled across the... You're as you're pulling on this thing, Bethzel, it's getting heavier, but you're not quite noticing it yet. Lord Nurple, you leap, you hit the top of this tarp, this weird cape that Standoff is wearing. Your feet go out from under you, and then they catch in the rigging that's sticking out of the back of it. And you're now being dragged with your cape, like, up above you, through the muck. Muddy, you take a few steps in, your foot gets caught, and you just faceplant. Ghostinks? You're light enough to walk on the surface like Legolas going over a river of shit, as you're, like, running across it.
Just like in the movies.
Just like in the movies.
Amen.
So, you start to slow down, Bethsel, as you now have a bit of extra weight there. Muddy, you get yourself up, and you, like, start scraping this off. Oh, it's everywhere. It's in every... Oh, God. Oh, that's gross. And then I need everybody who has become coated in this stuff to give me a tough roll, please.
Would that be me as well?
No, you're walking over it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Standoff, you've worked in sanitation before. You've gotten it in your mouth. Not pleasant, but you know what? You survive. It's fine.
I'm good.
Nurple, you're coated in this stuff, and there is a scent being exuded you cannot describe. It's messing with all your cheese, and that doesn't roll well with you. You're currently going to be having a distraction for this next scene as you move into it. And now we need a tough roll from Muddy, please.
Oh dear Lord.
Muddy, it's in everything. It's in your hair. It's in your clothing. It's in your nose. It's in your mouth. It's gotten into your eye sockets. You're crying tears of poo. And at this moment, you begin expulsing all of the alcohol that you had inside of your frame earlier this afternoon upon the ground. You are also going to be distracted for this next scene. So we'll go ahead and put one distraction on your character there. Okay. Bethsel continues flying into this village. As you rush around one of these huts, the village consists of circular huts made from mud and straw. It's got thatch roofs that blend with the swampy environment, just bits and pieces of things that they've grabbed, mud and whatnot, although you're not sure if it's actually mud at this point, has been used to solidify these houses. And you see these smaller pig-like people resembling the bartender back at the beehole, but they're tinier. They're like half the height. They're humanoid in shape. They got distinct pig-like features, snouts, floppy ears, short bristly hair covering their bodies. They're dressed in simple tattered clothing and appear deeply fearful, casting nervous glances around and over at you as you get closer. They're trying to stand very still, and as you rush towards them, one of them stops with his hand up in front of Bethsel and says, "You fucked up coming here on Swine Moon Day, but I guess it's too late now, strangers. I would recommend, if you don't move, they can't see you." That's all I'm going to say about that.
I never fuck up.
Okay. So, you rush into this little village space, and I'm going to move you all onto a map. Congratulations, we made it to Map Town.
Lord Nurple is going to immediately disregard this piece of probably very cogent advice and shake the shit off of themselves like a dog.
Not a terrible idea. As you do that, you begin to hear some interesting noises from the distance, which I will describe here in a second. But let's go ahead and share this map with you all.
From a distance.
You should be able to see little tiny pig people on that map.
I just see us, unless it's loading.
Oh, it might be loading.
Oh, there it goes.
Can you see the map? Is everybody able to see the map?
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. There it goes.
We got a map here now. Okay, so as you see all these motionless porcine villagers, the village becomes a lot more quiet. There's just the gloopy noises of some liquids moving through the terrain in the distance. And there is some sort of louder oinks, similar to the ones you heard before in the wilds, kind of approaching. There are then suddenly roars in the distance. And all of you Wonder what the fuck that could be. If you would, please roll initiative so I can determine who goes and when they go.
Yeah.
There's a excellent Beth Cell with the 1922 with 22.
Oh fuck, where is initiative? Oh, it's
We
right
got Go Seeks with a 12. We got Lord Nurple with an 11. We got Standoff with an 8. And we got Muddy with a 9. And let's see, we got 3? Yeah, 3 at the moment. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll this 3 times. And there is a 22, a 21, and a 13. Okay. So, suddenly something kind of rumbles into view across a bridge off to the side. A massive figure. Very big, very aggressive, very angry. A grotesque amalgamation of pig and human traits. And you hear the one that's standing close to you just look over and go, "That's them! That's the Snortagorgon! Don't move, and it won't see you." Holds his breath. It stands
Thank
at a
God I'm in my cloak.
rather intimidating height of about 15 feet tall. Its body's covered in patches of mottled fur, oozing sores. Its snout is long and wrinkled, flanked by sharp tusks and dripping with a bright green saliva mixed with pink streaks. It happens to have a bunch of bright pink fur and spines sticking out of its back. It sniffs the air, its nostrils flaring as it locks onto the scent of one of the still porcine villagers there in front of it. And it begins moving up towards him where it starts sniffing him. It hasn't done anything yet, but it's over there on the other side. Can you see the creature now on your map?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it is going to be Beth Zell's turn right now. You can see that thing relatively far away. What do you do?
Am I still able to move my full movement if I'm dragging Standoff behind me?
If you get a strong roll of a 12 or higher, yes.
You could just drop me. Be great.
Yep.
Hell
Easy for you
no.
to pull.
It's just like I'm just gonna take the negotiator out with my other hand, so I'm dragging both kind of at the same time, and just be like, "Shapasu to glory!" And I'm just gonna be dragging Standoff with me, not trying to avoid any rocks, mud, dirt, or other small pig people. And I'm gonna just move my full movement towards them.
All right, you've got 7 moves, so you can make it, if you're heading towards that thing, you can make it all the way here with Standoff sliding behind. Lord Nurple, you're still tied to it and get tugged as well. I'm going to say that bouncing over the rocks and everything, you don't have the protection of the tarp. You're going to take 1 point of damage from the
I do have my
surroundings.
cloak. Does that
Give me an agile roll. Give me an agile roll. If you get higher than a 12, you can avoid the damage that you otherwise would take just by kind of shifting your body around. That isn't going to do it. So you do take 1 point of damage.
So in essence, Bethel did make them did draw blood from Lord Nurple.
You have to have some on you. The only reason I allowed Ghost Seeks to get blood on you earlier is because you splatted him against a wall.
I literally splattered him. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now it's gonna be run up, drop, standoff. Am I within combat range or am I still a little bit away?
You're a little too far away to reach him unless you lunge forward. Okay, so you drop Standoff, and he just into the position that he was at. So
two
at that
hands
point,
on sword, just screaming at them.
there's a roar as another one shows up from the side, around the side behind you, and it starts moving forward as well. And then another one shows up behind the first, moving in the direction of the little bridge.
Clever bees.
Go Seeks. It is your turn, sir. Now, of course, just so you're aware, you haven't been given any tools or weapons because every time you die, you tend to lose them. But that doesn't mean you can't have any if you can find some way to procure them.
Great. So I just start getting I start breathing heavy and just start getting that wild look in my eyes. And the this piggy here, one right next to, I don't know if you can see where I highlighted.
Didn't I can't see it. Did you draw
Okay.
a thing? If you use both mouse buttons and pull from a position, you can give me an arrow and I can see that.
Okay.
There you go. So you're looking at
So
that
this
one.
little guy.
Yeah.
This little guy. Does he seem to have any kind of anything on him that I could use as a weapon?
The little pig?
Yeah.
Give me a wear roll.
All right.
Excellent.
Maybe he'll teach you how to
You can
squeal
see
wee wee wee.
on his waist, he has on the side facing you a tiny little like stone dagger that he has tied together with some leather strapping and a little wooden hilt. On his other side, he's got a trowel, a little gardening shovel.
What does the shovel seem to be made of?
That seems to be made of like Ace Hardware steel. Like it looks like it came from Ace Hardware. It's just a little garden trowel. It's shiny and silver with a green plastic handle.
So then I would like to run up to the pig boy, shoulder check him as I grab his trowel.
Okay.
And then I want to stab this giant piggy.
All right, so you are going to. Why does that keep closing on me? Stop it. Go ahead and give me a. You're leaping across the distance. Give me an agile roll as you leap into shoulder check him with your full combined weight of 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So you slam into him. I'm going to give you the option here. Do you fail upward, injuring yourself and the pig at the same time, or do you just bounce off of the two of each other and you just, and both of you just boom, boom? It doesn't hurt or anything. You just land on your butt as the two of you collide.
Fail upward.
Okay, you crash into him, and you're going to take a D4 damage. That would be 3 points to you. Wow. That's half your health. So there's a loud crunch as you slam into this pig. His like elbow slammed into the base of your jaw and your jaw shatters. And then you grab hold of his trowel. There's a scuffle that ensues as he's like, "What? Stop! No, I can't move. I'm not supposed to move." And you like wiggle back and forth.
Stop!
And then you pull the trowel off of his hip. So you now have.
Oh, this is just from wrestling the little pig boy.
That was the little pig boy. Yes.
Oh God, I thought I did some damage to the. Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was taking some damage to. Well, it's already happened. Fuck it.
You got a garden trowel and Ace Hardware. I gotta put that on there too. Ace Hardware garden trowel. Okay. So you now have your fist that you can fist people with, and you got your Ace Hardware garden trowel.
Yeah.
So you stand up from that position, and you're going to make an attack here at this target, but I'm going to force you to roll with -2 if you're going to attack at the same time now, because of how long that took to get the trowel.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Why not?
You leap across the distance at the giant piggy thing, and it immediately tries to grab you from midair. Go ahead and give me your attack roll, please. Not the damage, the attack roll.
Oh, oops, my bad. Hold on, let me adjust again. Attack roll.
There you are. You hit him. You slam him right in the chest with the garden trowel. Ah! Give me a damage roll now.
All right.
It's 5 points of damage. Your little garden trowel goes and like sticks into him. It looks like it goes deep. Then you look back and you realize its pecs have just grabbed it. And then it's just like, and the garden trowel goes out of your hands, landing over here.
Oh, no. How far is it from me?
It's about 8 feet. Yeah, about 8 feet from you.
All right.
So that was your action.
Yep.
Lord Nurple, you're up. You slide to a stop, coated in sticky, grimy goop. And you notice that the big beast is now staring right at Go-Seeks. The other ones in the distance are taking stock and aware of Bethzel, but nobody's paying attention to you at the moment.
Well, there's obviously quite a few things wrong with this scene. Um, but when there are multiple issues, we need to address the most pressing first.
Mhm.
So I will, at this point, shake myself clean like a dog. Well, I'm assuming I'll take my movement and my action just to and just do all the wiping off
Mhm.
and all that, so that at least the major crisis has been averted.
You are now looking pristine and regal. You've gotten rid of the gross majority of the stains, and your outfit is anti-stain, anti-liquid. You know, it does a good job of being exactly what it's supposed to be for you.
Exactly. Great. Yeah.
So Lord
I'm just
Nurple is
gonna-
clean. You can still take a very simple action if you'd like to like point or say something.
Yeah. I'm just gonna I'll just yell at Bessel. Yeah. Fucking get him. Get him.
Give me a charming roll to see if you can give an inspiration, basically, to Bethzel. 15. You give a +1 to
here's
Bethel's
what it
next
is.
roll.
He's ready. I'm like,
Don't
get
I-
him.
Don't I take damage from that?
From taking positive words of encouragement? Maybe?
Yeah.
So
having
let's
someone
see.
Longbow.
Calling someone pet
Calling
names causes
someone-
you
never mind,
damage.
calling.
Hugging someone causes you damage. Gentle touches and massage cause damage. Affection causes you
No.
damage. None of this was counted as affection. It's just
Okay.
It's just telling you to kill something. You're gonna do that anyway.
Meow. Huzzah.
Okay.
So I think what it is, like, if I could get him. I don't know if you can. And like turns coyly away.
I don't know if you
Oh,
can. Muddy, you're up. You're behind everybody else. You're coated in goop. Nobody's paying attention to you at all.
Okay, real quick. Is this water over here?
There is some water, and then the kind of darker spots are the muddy grossness. Then there's a path
Also,
that leads around the village.
Can we? Sorry, real quick. Can we just establish that all of this, like when I shook it all off, it all went like directly into like Standoff's mouth and face?
Absolutely.
To be
Standoff
sure. Yeah,
covered.
just to be make sure, just make sure we establish.
you think you're funny, but soon you're going to realize that it'll smell you now. Rub it in.
He just rubs
And,
it
and
over
as
his
you're monologuing, it just more gets in.
You're like spitting chunks.
So, Muddy's gonna throw on the little ring of temporary invisibility and then run into the water and just sort of lie there for a bit. Just
Splash.
lay there. Just stay there as silently as possible.
You
Just-
rush towards you reach into your bag, pulling out a nondescript golden ring, property of Costmart, magic rings, and you just put this thing on, and suddenly, woof, you become warbly. Everything around you is kind of shadow realmed, and then you dive into the water.
What the fuck?
And that was Muddy's turn. You have become cleaned within the little river that's there. Standoff. It is now your turn.
Okay. They clearly can't see me because I am in my cloak. But if they come and get me, then I have to get out of this cloak. So very slowly, he's just trying to unwrap himself and just ever so slightly scooch in the mud over toward the building so he doesn't get stomped on.
Give me an agile roll one more time to see how successful you are at getting out
Oh,
of this
good.
thing.
I'm so agile.
This will be like one entire game where he's just
Oh.
caught in it. No.
Oh.
So we see Standoff lift his butt and then inchworm until he suddenly like extracts himself from the tarp. So that was half of your movement to get out of it.
Mhm.
What do you want to do from there? Nobody's noticing you yet.
Just continue to move out of the main path, or what I think would be a charging path. So I guess toward the edge of the building as much as possible.
The building to your right or the one to the north of you, the northwest of you?
Well, it looks pretty dead in the center, so let's go the The left, definitely further away from that big screaming demon pig.
All right, that's about
Yeah.
as far as you can move. So you move over close to the building. You still have an action remaining. If you'd like to continue moving, you can, or you can do something else.
Now. You know what? I'm going to save that action and be one with the wall. Chameleon status.
All right, you just because you're coated in goop and the walls are coated in the same goop, you're
I'm
very
blending
well
in, nice, right?
camouflaged right now.
See? Predator.
Okay, the big porcine beast moves forward. Bethsel, if it's going to pay attention to you, it's going to be a high roll. If it's going to pay attention to the little guy in front of it, it's a low roll. All right, the thing moves across the bridge and just rushes towards you and attempts to gore you with its tusk. Oh, it's charging, actually. It's using Snorting Charge. Go ahead and give me a defense roll. Ooh, I got a 22 to hit you.
15.
It slams into your chest and begins, like, shoving you backwards, moving towards the house in the distance. If it were to pin you, you're going to take a lot of damage. You take 5, 6, 7 damage. 7 is 3, 4, 5. 2 more. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. So it smacks into you, and it starts pushing you back towards the house. If it continues over the course of the next turn, it could potentially pin you. That could be more of a problem. It is your turn, however. You are now, like, dangling from this thing's face. You've got one hand holding onto a goring tusk that's trying to pierce through you. You've got the other hand still holding onto the negotiator, the fixer.
So am I like impaled, meaning like I can't get off of their face, or like
It's
am I
smashed into you, and
or
you're
just
holding
pushing me?
onto it. And you got like one foot braced against its like
Okay.
flabby chest.
Could I, while holding it, just take like the negotiator and just try to like straight down into the head?
Give me your attack roll. The beast is at a disadvantage since it is currently holding onto you. Its defense roll is a 14.
Come on.
And you
Hey,
hit,
22.
and you critical on a 19 or 20. So go ahead and give me double damage.
Just roll twice.
Yes, just roll twice.
Oh wait, that was hugs and kisses. My bad.
Wrong weapon.
Ignore those. Meh.
There you go. So there's 5 and 9.
14.
Actually, those don't have the adjustments on them. There should be there's another 8 damage on top of that. So because you're strong.
22.
You're strong. With 22, you just bring that sword up and it buries itself in this thing's skull, and you like twist. There's a pop, and the beast just hits the ground and slides. And we see Bethsel step out from underneath of it as it smashes into the hut, collapsing it around you.
The fear of battle. Embrace it, everyone.
It is now this
I
one's
think
turn.
I'm good.
It moves forward over towards the little creature that it saw in front of it, sniffing the air, its nostrils flaring as it locks onto the scent of one of these stock still porcine villagers who's unfortunately not as invisible as it thinks it is. It just and bites into the thing's like body as it just picks it up and starts and the little creature's going back and forth, and then tosses it to the side where it spins and hits the ground. And then you see it and it just turns into another one.
Oh.
Oh, that's where they were. God damn it. Now I know where all those are
Oh, that's fucked up. That's real fucked up.
Mhm.
I don't like that. That's real fucked up.
You say from underwater.
Just screaming from under the water.
That's fucked up.
The big piggy right next to Ghost Seeks turns and immediately just goes and tries to bite you. If you would, please give me a defense roll. It gets a 16 to 16. You win. Ghost Seeks, how do you get out of the way as this thing's tries to gore you with those big tusks and tries to bite you?
I think it's purely accidental. I think like they're sitting there, they're like, whoa, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Where am I? Where am I? And then like the whole time I'm like scooting back a little bit as I do this,
Hmm.
just trying to get closer to this blade. And then it finally goes to like attack. I think it's gonna like swing at me. So I just like dive backwards and do like a barrel roll to grab
The trowel.
the trowel.
Hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, and I see its mouth closed, and I was like, oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't sign up for that. No.
So you leap over, grab the trowel. You see the snap that would have taken your foot off. Your other sock still dangling from its teeth. And it is your turn, Go Seeks.
So you're the foot pervert. Got you. Okay. Well, time to end you. And I would like to use an ability.
Which ability are you using, sir?
I just brought up the page and it just closed up. There we go. Okay. I would like to flail.
All right. So you leap forward at this thing. Now, are you going to use it as intended, or are you going to evoke some chaos to make your flail more powerful? You could add the trowel. You could add the trowel to your flail, or you could do some more.
If I must, how can I say no to chaos?
So tell me how you modify this, and I'll tell you how many ranks of chaos that requires.
Okay. I think I'm gonna channel this ancient energy that keeps me infinite, keeps me immortal,
Mhm.
and I want to put it into. I want to stab this thing, and I want to inject that energy into it to turn it like pretty much turn it into a gargoyle, like a statue, and then break the trowel, like pull the trowel out and just break it.
Okay, that's what you're going to attempt to do.
Yes.
That's pretty big. I'm gonna say this is what would count as a 3 cost roll. So go ahead and give me your attack.
No!
Just give me a magical roll
Do
and
it.
and get higher than a natural 15 to avoid any form of chaos.
There we go. Well, I mean, I have a 1 in magical, so this is gonna go well.
Chaos it is, unless you want to ace.
You're immortal. Come on.
I'm gonna let it happen then. Let it roll.
Okay.
So that's what 3 different chaos effects.
That is no. It's just a what's considered a rank 3 chaos effect.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second here. I have to. My table didn't follow my campaign over, so I have to grab that real quick.
Oh no.
Hold on, guys. I gotta see how badly bees fucked all of y'all.
This is the best part
All
of this.
right. Go ahead and give me your D100 roll, please.
Yes, sir. $49.
49.
Almost nice.
Let's go ahead and take a look here. Okay. So you leap through the air. You leap through the air at this thing, and everybody that's staring at him sees him channeling some of this energy. Like, what does your energy look like as you're starting to leak it from yourself?
I think it's like it's kind of like looking at one of those galaxies, but with a darker, slightly darker blue background to it, like a general hue of that darker blue, but with all those like wavy, sparkly kind of bits in it.
Okay. Wavy, sparkly bits just start coming out around you. And as they do, we see an echoing effect as you leap through the air. Like, we can see little image after images of Go-Seeks, and each after image pops into reality and does the same action that Go-Seeks is doing until there's like an army of these things all leaping at this beast with trowel in hand. Give us your best echoey Go-Seeks war shout as you all leap towards this thing. They're all there. I will now have you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice, 9 d20s, please, as they all leap, and let's see how successful they are.
You said 9, right?
9 d20s, yes. The creature can really only dodge.
There's a nat 20 in there.
There
There's
is.
a nat 20.
Okay. It doesn't
Oh.
dodge anything
Oh my
as all
God.
of these just leap through the air, just and they just start pounding the trowel into its chest. It doesn't turn into a gargoyle, but it takes a hell of a lot of puncture wounds. Go ahead and give me 9 d4s plus 2 for each one of those in damage. So it's plus
9d4
18
plus
in total.
18?
Yep. 94 plus 18.
You know, because of the natural 20, wouldn't that be 10d4 plus 20?
No, I'm going to use the nat 20 to make sure he still exists at the end of this for a while. Because all of these things are going to then have, we'll see. 17 plus 18 is 36 points of damage, 35 points of damage, and you just, and this thing's like, it hits the ground. All of your, like, just ghost seeks just pounding it into pulp on the floor. And it is toast. After that, they move around and they stare at each other with you in the center. And they all point at you. And if you would, say, "You're a Dark Lord, you have to die."
Oh no.
You're a oh, Lord, you gotta die.
And you see all of these ones like tackling in on top of the one in the center suddenly as they all launch themselves at him. You twist, you turn, the trowel flying, blood going everywhere. Stabbing down and striking back and forth, getting cuts after cuts across your body. You happen to have the only one there that actually has the full infinite life situation going on as you use a fragment of your power before, and moments later, they are all dead at your feet because of your nat 20. And you're standing there with 1 health remaining and 1 wound remaining before death.
I hate when that happens.
The little piggy next to you goes, "That was really neat."
Oh, shit. Oh, thanks. I forgot you were there.
And now it is Lord Nurple's turn.
Lord. No.
Can I have my trowel back?
No. I'm smiting evil with it.
Yeah. Lord Nurple, I mean, everything seems to be really in hand, but the whole like spontaneous big pickification was a little off-putting. So we'll kind of like with a what in their mind is very dignified wave of their staff, just be like, no, back to how you were. And I'm just going to use my royal decree on the big pig that just transformed to just transform back. That's enough.
Royal decree has been expatriated. Let's see. So go ahead and give me a magical roll.
That's a resistance roll.
Oh, that's the opponent's resistance roll, but the target still. You still have
that's
a
right.
target number. So that is 10. The big beast has a -3 to resistance, so we'll see what happens. 15, 14, 13, 12. So it's a 12. He's going to beat you unless you want to use an ace.
No, I'm gonna hold on to it. I like the idea of yelling at this thing.
You yell at it.
No, that's enough of that.
It just kind of like turns at you.
Go back.
And it starts like moving in your direction. Now that it has noticed you, it's got your scent. Muddy, you're out in the water. You just watched a whole bunch of ghost seeks go at it. Not your average Saturday night, but it's interesting. And you poke your head up from the water. What do you do now?
That's a fabulous fucking question. I feel like I've got 2 fucking options here. I could stay where I am for a bit since it seems like we've got some of this figured out a bit. Or I could try and help. I'm now no longer invisible, if I recall correctly, right?
You are not. As a matter of fact, it seems like everything is staring at you. And as you all turn around to notice, Muddy is covered in like a dark, energetic glow, purple lines outlining their body. They have returned from whatever dimension they were in.
Okay. Can I run towards the little center cabin situation?
Yeah. That is. You can actually reach 6 squares, so you could get as far as those guys, the big pigs, or all the way over a little bit past Standoff.
I want to go right here. Oh,
Right
it'll
there?
let
Yep,
me.
that's fine.
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
you
go
rush
right
over there.
there, and I want to just yell at everyone, "Hey, hey, keep them distracted. Just please, please, please." And then I'm gonna open the little book that I have.
Mm-hmm.
It just like I'm gonna just open the little interdimensional guide to dangers real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Have a quick read about whatever the section that they have is on fucked up feral hog things. Just turn into that page real quick and just give it a little bit of a read. I'm
All
having a
right, give
very
me a
different
brains
time than
roll.
like everybody else.
Give me a brains roll as you as you do some research, and let's see what you learn.
Let's go. Oh no.
Oh no, we've lost Rob. Oh, he's back. Okay, good.
Okay. This feels like a weird moment to
That
use
is a
an ace, but I am
9.
going
So
to.
you flip into it
Mhm.
and you find a recipe for pork chops. Fire seems to be their weakness.
Start thinking about fire.
You start thinking about fire.
Whether or not I have any, and whether or not that'll be fucking useful.
You do have something flammable. You have that bottle of Everclear.
Oh, that's true. I think I'll use the rest of the thing to just look in my immediate vicinity and see if there's a fire thing. Just a thing of fire. Just
You have
like
an Insta camp kit.
like
You got
matches.
matches in that camp kit.
Oh, is there matches in the camp kit?
Yeah.
Okay, work. Ooh. Someone's about to do a thing. Mhm.
Okay.
I feel like that'll just about wrap what I'm able to do.
All right. So you're prepping.
Imagine.
Standoff, it is your turn. You are invisible against the side of this building at the moment.
Okay, Stan. You can do this. You got this. You're Standoff. He will step out. And he cries, "You shall not pass!" And he pulls out of his bag a Molotov cocktail and says, "Fireball," and throws it at him.
Fireball!
And he is going to cast. Let me see.
Fireballs and flame summoning. All right.
So it'll be wait, whichever one's AoE. The fireball. Yep.
Fireball. So go ahead and give me the red roll on that ability sheet as you throw the explosive. Nat 20! Woo! Okay. You hear Muddy shout out, "Fire. Fire will work." You immediately move over and you draw out a fireball. You launch it through the air. It smashes into the ground nearby. And if you would please, now give me triple damage on that fire effect. So go ahead and roll it 3 times or just once and multiply it by 3.
1 second. Where is my damage?
It's nowhere to be found.
So it's under the abilities tab there.
Looking,
And
yep.
it's the square dark spot to the right of the red square.
The square dark spot. Hold on, I was clicking in.
There you go.
I was clicking on the line above it. My bad.
So that'd be 36 damage if you want to just take the single roll. All right.
Here it goes again.
12 plus 7 is 19.
No.
Plus 12, okay. 24 plus 7 is 32. 7, 8, 9.
Mhm.
No. Wait. 24 plus 7? Yeah, I think I got that right. Man, my brain isn't working today. 21 or 40, 31. 31.
31.
31 damage. That's what it was, not 32.
I'm sending these creatures back to hell where they belong.
Flame just licks up from their feet. They're like, they're screeching and moving back and forth. The hairs on their body have caught on fire. The smell of barbecued pork is hitting everybody in this area. And these things just dance around somewhat before they turn to ash and fall to the ground dead. The little piggies.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
One of the little piggies off to the side said, "Who said that? Where are you? Come out, demon!"
And I'm invisible.
Turning and looking over at everybody, one of them just goes, "No! Oh, Gary, no! And he like turns back to you. "Why did you kill them? Why did you kill them? They turn back normal tomorrow."
Well,
Not anymore.
yeah.
"Get out of here, you monsters!" They yell at you.
That remains to be seen.
Y'all?
All the little piggies like all are crying and huddled in a mass and like moving towards you. They pull out their little tiny daggers and forks and trowels and they're like, "Get out of here!
We have seen
Get out of
If
here!
you want to join your family, we can make that happen.
Don't you threaten us with
Go
death!
to anyway.
We've seen worse, and you did it."
Should we leave witnesses or
Lord Nurple has learned not to leave witnesses.
That's swings. What do you do, Lord
goes
Nurple?
goes on a killing spree.
You guys just gonna mercilessly slaughter these poor little piggy creatures?
I think in the classic style, we just cut to us walking away from just a burning fire
the village
of
is
what the
just
village was.
on fire. It is burning behind you. There's like the humanity. There's like a piggy there laying, holding a friend who like bleeding because he's got big wounds on his chest. Like, oh
And a
god,
knife comes out
no.
off camera, just
And we see Bethel
No.
walking away with a haunch of like barbecue pork.
literally like hair, head, toe, chest, body, feet, everything just blood.
Yes,
As
coated.
much as possible, dripping with both
looking like
their
Carrie?
their club and their sword dripping.
You've
Oh.
straight up just destroyed those people.
Lord Nurple will regard Bethel. You have done very well. I will bestow upon you the highest honor of Lord Nurple, and I'll give Bethel one of my 3 frogs.
No, see, I see. Well, I see. Do a great thing. Big magic. Don't get anything. Never the recognition. I'm never seen.
You
That's,
even
Stand up,
I
you want
even-
this? Stand up, you want a frog? Here.
Just like throws him a frog.
You. Thank you.
If
So
you
rare. Does
want
someone care?
Standoff, you
I
can
have
have
no idea what it does, but have it.
you can have a shot at Everclear if you want.
I'll take that as well. And I shove the frog in my bag.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy that. Mud is just looking vaguely regretful about the suggestion about witnesses and just contemplating. Like, I shouldn't have said that.
I don't feel good about it either.
Betzel's having a great time.
This has been a wonderful vacation. Mai Tais followed by glorious battle.
I feel like we committed a crime, but also
This was the
No, don't you? I don't know how crimes work where you come from, but if no one is alive to see who did it, you didn't commit a crime.
this was the best day. We need more of these days.
There's
Can we
a
have more of these trips?
Muddy. There's a beep 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 on
Get
your
up, Dolph,
belt,
brick.
and then you hear a bring 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 bring. Answer the fucking
Yeah.
phone. Answer me. Answer me. You pick me up right now. You gotta answer this phone. You're getting a call. It's important. Pick it up. This is your boss calling. Pick up the phone.
Does it have caller ID?
It does. It says Brick Lopez on the front of it.
Oh, this fucker. Okay. Presses. Yeah.
Hey, Muddy, glad to hear you're alive, I guess, or something. Just so you know, I can't pick you back up at the B-hole. The B-hole sucks. That place is gross. That place is garbage. It also, seems to have burned down in your absence. However, we're gonna pick you up with the ship. I can't teleport you. Oh, I had a mishap. I might have accidentally eaten it, and we'll have to get it out later. You can help me with that, right? You can help me with that again. I'm sure you've dealt with that kind of thing before. Yeah, that arm's small. That arm's small. I can get right up in there, get that thing pulled right out. But in the meantime, there's a location, a clearing, east of you a little ways, and then you just get to find it. You'll see it when you find it. You can see it. You'll know it when you see it. I'll be there in a little while, roughly. I would say about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, somewhere in there. I'll pick you up at that point in time, right at the end of the show. Okay, got it. Thank you. Bye. Click.
All right. Well, that was a lot of information all at once. Sure. A little clearing. Hey, a little clearing near here. We gotta go there.
Oh, sure.
We gotta go. Yeah. And we'll just wait there for a bit, I guess.
Standoff.
And then we're gonna leave.
With your massive powers of deduction, as you look back and forth inside of the Curse Woods, and you look and you think to yourself, we have resolved the curse. There was a curse. This Curse Woods, they're holding up to their name. But you can't help but think that the curse of the porcine beasts is not the same curse as the one that the old people were talking about. Something just nags you about that a little bit. You think maybe the two are not connected. There might be more to these curse woods than this particular curse. You wouldn't know why there would be two curses, but it's somewhere. It's percolating in there somewhere, and it's just not quite, and it's almost there.
So, does anybody know exactly why this is called the Cursed Woods? Is it because of the pigs? Or no? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody
Oh,
from
no,
here?
not at all.
You are from here?
The pigs are completely irrelevant to the naming.
Oh, the pigs are dead.
They moved here
so-
because they were cursed, and it's called the Cursed Woods.
It's just hard to make the connection between old babies and grotesque pigs. Is there something... There might be something more, right? Maybe? Perhaps? Hey,
We
fuck it,
see,
who am I? I don't know anything.
We see it, and we'll be right back after this message from these sponsors appears upon our vision as we go to our break, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. We will return in about 10 minutes, where we will culminate in finding out what's up with this curse and have a satisfying conclusion and ending to this game. We swear.
I'm sure.
Absolutely. So thank you again for watching, and we'll be right back.
Yo.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Oh man! Oh gee!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, it does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah! Gotta get swifty in here. Chill on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Boy, time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty in here. Put your right foot forward and your
invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm pickle red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt.
Oh man!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man! No, gee!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, he does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah! Gotta get swifty in here. Chill on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Bulldog. Time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty in here. With your right foot forward and your left foot back, and fucking slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light. Morty,
Rick? Where are you?
on my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm pickle red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt. Yeah. Love a love a jub jub. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man! No,
Yeah.
oh man!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Yeah.
Oh man! No, gee!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, it does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah! Gotta get swifty in here. Chill on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Boy, time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah, we gotta get swifty in here. With your right foot forward and your left foot back, and fucking slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light.
Morty, Rick, where are you?
On my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm Pickle Red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt. Yeah. Love, love, jump, jump. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Oh man!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Yeah.
Oh man! Oh gee!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, it does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Love, love, jump, jump. Riggedy, riggedy. Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah! Gotta get swifty in here. Chill on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Boy, time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah, we gotta get swifty in here. With your right foot forward and your left foot back, and fucking slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light.
Morty,
Rick, where are you?
on my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm Pickle Red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt. Yeah. Love, love, jump, Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man! Luigi!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, he does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah! Gotta get swifty in here. Chill on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Bulldog. Time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah. Gotta get swifty in here. Put your right foot forward and your left foot back and fucking slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right. Wiggle your elbows and look up into the light.
Morty! Rick? Where are you?
On my workbench, Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm pickle red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt. Yeah. Oh, beloved Jub Jub. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Oh man!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Yeah.
Oh man! Luigi!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, he does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Oh, beloved Jub Jub. Riggedy, riggedy, Ricky, ticky, tabby, yeah!
Morty.
Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me?
Flip the pickle over.
What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something.
Come on, flip the pickle, Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Boom! I'm pickle red. Boom! Morty, lick my butt.
Oh man!
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat.
Oh man! Luigi!
But are we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, you know, it does have a lot of really weird made-up sounding catchphrases.
Ricky Ticky Tabby Pierre. Gotta get swifty in here. Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Mr. Bull. Time to get swifty in here. Oh yeah. You gotta get swifty in here. Put your right foot forward and your left foot back and fucking slide around like on a Nordic track. Move to the left, step to the right. Wiggle your elbows and look up into the light.
Hello, everyone, and we are back. Bees is currently sleeping, so until he stops sleeping, he'll still be a black square for a while. It's fine. It's fine. I see where his priorities lie. In not spending time with all of his friends. He's too busy for us. He doesn't care. He doesn't love us anymore, and he proves it. And that's fine. You know, I'm gonna see him in October. When I do, I'll give him one of these for all of you, cause you know it's disrespectful to you. Delightful coffee. Okay, everyone. We have you all, having left the porcine village, dealt with its curse by murdering everybody within. I mean, that works for getting rid of curses. All you gotta do is just kill everything. And as you're leaving this village, you're venturing deeper into the forest. You start to move out of the swampy grossness, and it's just more dirt and stone and strange trees and a little bit of quirky grass, and the air tastes of sour lemonade and burnt popcorn. You know, the usual. When in the distance you see a quaint little village start to appear from the forest. The forest edges seem to wrap around it to a massive open space, a clearing in the center of the wood. At first glance, the village looks pretty normal from a distance. Square wooden houses, you know, thatched roofs. Some of them happen to have some of those overlapping wooden paneling on the top. Quaint cottages, villagers walking about, seeming to go about their daily chores. Give me an aware roll, everyone, though, as you approach this village. That is a nat 20 from Standoff. Holy shit.
Magic?
We got Muddy. We got Lord Nurple there with a 14. We got Bethzel with a 7. Standoff, I'm going to say you pulled a pair of binoculars out of your magic bag and used telescopic sight.
Let me see here. My eagle vision is activated.
As you stand there staring off into the distance, you notice, we'll come back to you after we tell everybody else what they've seen. Bethzel, you see a village. It's just a village. There are people in it. They're doing the shit that people do when they're not actually being real people. They're not violently murdering each other. There's no blood sports. There's no wrestling happening. There's no people getting punched in the face. There's no love here for you that you can see. But there is something about the environment that is still appealing for some unknown reason. Lord Nurple, you see a fucking town. You see a fucking town full of fucking people. They're all walking back and forth. You don't care about these people. However, it doesn't look like any of them are currently under management. There's no castle, you see. There's no Lord's Manor or tower. There's no giant buildings. As a matter of fact, it looks like financially they're all on relatively equal terms, which is weird. So you see opportunity in front of you. Muddy, you see the village. You see a bunch of people. You're recognizing a theme. Everyone here seems to shop at Hot Topic. They've all got dark clothing. They've got like dark makeup on. They're all of them look a little more edgy than you're used to seeing on villages in the middle of backwater planets somewhere. Standoff, for you are recognizing that each person in the village is tall, thin. They have wide, unnerving eyes that seem to peer into the soul. They have bushy beards, except for the women. They wear simple yet peculiar robes adorned with symbols. Their clothing seems to be, again, all darks. They do happen to have dark paint covering sections of their faces with runes and little arrows and stuff like that on them. They've got these little spiky hats. They look like cultists to you.
It's a cult. It's a cult. Do not trust what you see. It's a cult.
As you
I go running towards it.
Lord Nurple rushes towards the village, and a few of the individuals notice as you approach, and they start walking forward to you. Oh my goodness. Look at you, you cute little thing there. And oh, such a delightful cheese crown you have. You are so beautiful. So nice to meet you. Welcome to our humble village. This is the village of Perpetua Cursewoods. And you notice the other ones all starting to chime in. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. Welcome to the village. Oh, it's a pleasure to see new faces. Feel free to look around. One like gestures. The other one says, we don't often get visitors here. You know, make yourself at home. Coffee, tea, other types of slurm. Would you like a big bowl of
coffee, some tea, some cheese, and infinite perpetual rulership of your village, and that'll be good.
Oh, we can offer everything except for the final one. Unfortunately, we are a commune around here. The only person that really speaks for us is our elder. Ah, our elder.
Great,
what a wonderful person. Oh,
Another 3.
Charlie, you must be talking about Charlie. No problem. Why don't you come right over here and you can speak with Charlie, okay? And then like they all turn, they begin to surround you, and they start marching you towards the center of the village.
Absolutely, like a Karen who finally has been told they're going to speak to a manager. I walk proudly and with determination.
I want to turn to a nearby cultist and ask a very bizarre question.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, is Charlie, you know?
Is Charlie what, dear?
You know.
You're gonna have to speak up. What was that?
Oh, girl. Okay. Is Charlie a I don't actually know where I was going to go with that. Like, I personally just completely forgot. I think I was going to ask if Charlie was a Hot Topic lesbian, I think was the question
A
that I
hot
was going to
topic
ask.
lesbian.
Yes.
Some would call
No,
EL Charlie a hot topic lesbian. Some would call EL Charlie the most wise person in the world. Other people would call EL Charlie just Charles, or sometimes old Charlo. Many other individuals would just call EL Charlie Sir. Yeah.
So, not a Hot Topic lesbian. Okay. Well, I'm out of my fucking depths, y'all. Let's go, I guess.
So you move closer until you end up in the village center. There's a large raised a slightly raised stone platform, circular space in the middle where people gather, and they have barbecues set up around the outside of it. Everybody just kind of comes into this area, and everybody kind of stops and like, Charlie, it's Charlie the Timeless One. Oh, Charlie, we have guests for you. And you see Charlie like sitting there. There's a big old newspaper in front of this individual, little tiny feet sticking up on a chair nearby. Significantly smaller feet than the individual surrounding you, as a matter of fact, engrossed in a newspaper. He's wearing a tattered purple hat and patched clothes that you can see around the edge of the newspaper. The newspaper headline reads, "Interdimensional wormhole opens in neighbor's backyard. Turns out to be laundry chute." A brief article below the headline describes a bizarre event where a resident's laundry chute turned into this wormhole, causing socks, undergarments to appear in other dimensions, much to the confusion of their neighbors. Charlie looks up as you all approach. And he looks at every one of you, and we'll do something here real quick. We're gonna put you where the villagers have brought you all, because who knows what's about to happen. Could be anything. Could be literally anything. Could be nothing, could be something. Could be literally anything. It's a possibility that something is about to happen, and now it's... Here you go. So Charlie puts the newspaper down. He takes a few steps towards you, and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing here, mate?"
Peculiar.
Oh, congratulations. You have gotten the honor, the opportunity, the blessing to abdicate your rulership of this town to Lord Nurple. I know. You're speechless. You're confounded by the opportunity. I understand. It is breathtaking.
No. I've heard of you, Lord Nurple.
Yes, that's my name. Thank you. I love... Say it again, actually, please. That'd be...
No, you got it wrong. Only one of us is allowed to have the name Lord, mate. He's like got a really horrible accent he's attempting.
Yes, no, you're correct. So that's why... Great. Everyone, he's admitted that there's only one true Lord Nurple. Now, I said Lord first today.
No.
So
There's only one
clearly...
Lord, and it's me, E.L. Charlie. And all of my friends here would like to see you turn around and leave. There's no reason for you to be here at all. At all, mate.
Well, that's it. Let's go.
No. Now, hold on.
Hmm?
Now, wait a minute.
Charlie was the
Oh,
name of the
Violence
individual
Guild
that those elderly
Kill the
villagers, by the
pretender.
way.
I want to get real fucking close to Charlie.
You like
Just
walk up in his
real-
direction.
Like, eerily close. Like, breathing distance away. And just stare at him a little.
Charlie is
Oh,
very obviously a child, by the way.
fair. That's fair. And honestly, that
Benjamin
makes this
Button
even
of the world.
funnier. It makes this even funnier. Do you... Ooh. I have a little question for you.
I don't know
Little-
anything about old people. Sorry.
It's bizarre that that's where the fuck you went. It's real weird that you went there. Because that wasn't my question.
Oh, you're an
Are
old person,
you-
so I just assumed you had things to ask about old people.
Old people have multiple interests. I myself have a great many interests, such as
Many inane things that I do not care about.
Purses.
Yeah, nope, don't care.
Purses?
Nope, don't care.
Cursed forest.
Nope, don't care.
A cult in the middle of a cursed forest.
Violet
Could
one,
care
I think it's
absolutely
time this
less,
thing is
not at all.
Cares.
pretender dies.
So what are you saying?
Can
I turned to myself, Violet one, I think you should just kill the pretender.
That lady comes over to you.
Pointing
I'm
at
sorry, I
you.
could never harm, yelled Charlie. Charlie's the glue that holds the whole village together. Here's your tea and your coffee and your biscuits. You asked for biscuits, right?
Can I-
Oh,
can I
cheese.
stab
You
the
asked for
child?
cheese. We don't have any cheese. You're going to stab the child?
Can I stab a child?
Yeah, you pull out stung and you just twist and turn and jab it right into this person. Give me an attack roll, please.
I need this to work. Like, more than anything I've ever done at any point in time.
Chaos.
I need for this to work. Now, where the fuck is the thing? Oh my god. Where is the attack button? Why
So
am
on
I
your main
incapable of
page,
finding
the
things?
main page, you have to click on
Combat
combat, and then stung is there, and it's the square with the 5 in it and the little yellow spark looking thing.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh. Do it. Oh, that's
You gotta
not
double
the
click
right
in the
one.
right one, the one to the right of that.
That's the thing.
There you go.
Okay.
Whichever that one
Did I
is.
do it? Did I do it? Oh no. Wait, as in, oh my god, why am I failing?
We
at
believe in
this?
you.
This is it.
There it goes.
Did I do it? Oh god.
You did. There it is. You get a 9.
Okay.
So
A
you
9.
stab towards this small child, and your blade just like stops, and your arm starts like vibrating in front of the air in front of him. He looks at you and goes, "That's really rude of you. Hey, what do we do to rude people around here?" And the others standing around the outside go, "We grab hold of them, drop their breeches, and we proceed to paddle them until they die." And then the others are like, "Yep, yep, yep." And they all start gathering around. And Charlie just turns around and goes, "That's it. I've had enough of you all. Kill them, turn them into mulch, and then put it in my petunia garden." And he just like walks off.
Finally.
Hi, can I use an
Finally.
ability?
Fuck.
I would like to use my ability.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid window keeps closing. There we go. Know a Dark Lord when you see one.
All right, go ahead and give
I
me
would
an
like
aware
to,
roll.
Yes. It says I can roll brains.
Brains, yes.
Because that's my high one. That's the one I have all my 1 point in.
That's hold on. Your
They all
injuries,
make a difference.
your injuries are gone because it's the next scene, by the way. So that
Oh,
didn't
okay.
have the -4. So you got a 7. You got an 8. And in this situation, you realize E.L. Charlie. E.L. Evil Lord Charlie. That is the evil Lord Charlie.
Mm.
All of you, please give me an initiative roll as the cultists around you follow their evil lord's wishes and attempt to murder
Yes.
you all.
Another 22.
Ah, shit, I had one free.
That's very much.
Nat 20 initiative.
Yeah.
That's a Dark Lord bonus right there.
Yep.
Okay, so we have 22 with Beth Zell. You're still at a 22 again. Go Seeks, you got a perfect, which means you get to go very much first, and you'll have 1 extra action. Lord Nurple, you got
Hey!
a 12.
Yeah.
Muddy, you got a nat 20 also, which puts you and Go Seeks getting 2 attacks before anybody can, or 2 actions before anybody else can do anything. And then we got Standoff with a
Damn.
19. Damn, you're all going fast.
Sexy ass initiative roll.
That
Yeah.
was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, we are pretty warmed up from murdering an entire pig village.
Mhm.
2, 3,
And it smelled
4.
delicious.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
true. It
5,
probably
6.
did have a great
7.
waft coming from it.
Yeah.
It did.
I'm fully ready to take out a baby. I don't
Dude,
know why.
I'm fully
knew I
ready
liked
What
you.
about
to
in
take out
game?
baby.
That is the single
Just-
best line I've ever heard at a table before.
Go Seeks.
Well-
You know that there's a Dark Lord in the area and that these are all his minions. It is your turn, sir.
Okay, do I see, has the Dark Lord retreated? Or.
He walked a little ways off to the side of the village, and then you saw like bat wings appear, and then he just fluttered off into the forest.
Gotcha.
Total
All right,
dark.
well-
He's probably returning to his dark lair.
Yep. All right, well, it's only one thing I can do now, y'all.
Hmm.
I would like to flail.
Okay? Who are
Yep.
you flailing at?
I would like to just flail through the crowd.
You're gonna
if I
start trying
can.
to circle around them. I can allow
Actually,
you the
you know
first
what?
turn. Yeah.
How about this, Ty? I bargain with you.
Okay.
I flail through the crowd, trying to make my way out, but also carving this path for my compadres. And in order to do so, I would like to offer up some chaos.
Okay. So describe what you're attempting to do, and I'll determine how much chaos you're going to need.
I would like to move this arm up, down, and all around.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move this arm up, down, and all around. Both of them interchangeably as I flail through the crowd. Just, I've got I think I would like to say that I did swipe some kind of other pointy object from someone
Pointy stick.
during the excuse me, yeah, like a pointy stick. So I've got trowel in one hand, pointy stick in the other, and I'm just like windmill flailing, stabbing random people, cutting others, and I'm just foaming at the mouth.
Okay, you got a pointy stick and you got the Ace Hardware garden trowel, and you're just gonna start launching your arms out in every direction, trying to clear a path after the evil Lord
Yep.
Charlie. Okay, I'm gonna say in order to reach everybody and potentially either knock them down or harm them, this is also going to be 3 applications of chaos. Please give me an attack roll with your favorite weapon of choice, and
Oh, Christ alive.
get higher than a natural 15 to avoid chaos.
Okay. And let's go with fist. Let's fist all these people.
Fistin', here we go. That is not
Oh.
higher than a natural 15. If you would, please roll a D100 and we'll see what happens.
Oh man.
Get a 100.
Holy! Oh,
my God,
That's
it
a
was so
10.
close.
It's
I
not
thought it
100,
was-
that's a 10.
Literally.
I saw the 0.
Oh, no.
1-0 away. Oh no.
Okay. You focus. All that rage. Give us your war cry, Go Seeks. As he shouts and he just draws on that rage, you see veins beginning to appear in his neck and around his skull and on those arms. And he starts warming up to start moving those hands back and forth. And you see like his skin go from blue to kind of purple around his chest region. And you see his head begin to swell upwards, getting
no.
bigger and bigger and bigger, as all that energy didn't go out into his arms the way he intended and instead caused his head to expand. It gets to about 3 times its size, and then it explodes, rupturing and sending shrapnel flying in every direction around him. And he falls lifeless into the middle of the room. Everybody nearby, including the cultists, please give me a defense roll. Bees, if you can, give me a D20 roll for the attack at +5.
All right.
Where
Ooh,
is
bad roll.
Where the hell is my defense roll?
It's the shield on the right
Hey.
side of the
Oh.
sheet.
Motherfucker.
Mine
Oh,
should
dear.
have more
That's an
than
unnatural
you. That's
20.
really-
Ghosties gets an unnatural 20 as he becomes a bouncing Betty bomb himself, and his head explodes.
Wow, Black Betty. Wow, Black Betty.
Oh, shit.
Standoff, you get a critical failure. Beth Zell,
Yeah,
you're
maybe I
gonna
should use
get
my
blasted.
ace.
Might be a good
Go
idea.
ahead and use that.
Standoff turns around, mouth open, just
I'm the
what's
only-
going on?
Yeah. Oh!
Standoff
doing, like,
didn't
the
critically
elaborate-
fail, but is gonna take a hit. Let's see, Muddy, you got a 13. You're gonna get hit. Everybody's getting hit by this. Okay. I gotta roll
Wait,
for the
not
cultist
me, I
now.
got a
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh
20 as
yeah, we
well,
got purple
so-
nurple.
You did. You are going to be okay.
I got 20.
Let's see. Everybody else has to beat a 20.
I pull Standoff right in
1,
front
2,
of me.
3, 4, 5, 6 cultists
Wow.
get hit. Only one is not going to. His head.
Shit.
If you would please go Seeks. Roll 4d6s in damage that will be scattered across this area to everybody it hits.
Wait, like equally or like?
Yeah,
all-
everybody's taken 17 points of damage. You have
Oh my
healed in your walk, by the way. Everybody that's injured,
like- okay.
like before you got here. So let's take a look at
Okay,
this.
so I'm not-
Lord Nurple, every wound you take is 5 health. If you want to just deflect some of that.
So Lord Nurple pulls Standoff in front of him, and then Standoff is like, "Force field of invincibility," and he casts the Mind Adhere and Barrier, which is going to use duct tape, super glue, zip ties, and cans of insulating foam to give us 5 more hit points.
Yeah, both of you take get 5 more hit points from his magical force field of invincibility. So that's gonna drop off. That'll make it 12 damage you have to take. Each wound counts as 5. So go ahead and count those. How are you taking your damage, Muddy? You just went to 0. You don't have 0 health.
No, I'm struggling to figure out how to.
So
how
just
this
let me
works.
know what you're taking. So if you take 2 wounds, that's 10 damage that you've removed, you've mitigated. That would cause 7 here, which would leave you at 9 health. Like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
That works.
and cultist dies.
I'm just gonna
And
take mine
cultist
in an A hit.
Dies.
good?
All right. You can do that to half the damage.
Yep. Do you round up or down for half damage?
You round up. And there is one guy standing there going, "Shit. I suppose out of the village you're supposed to leave, or are you gonna go, or are you gonna? Is your friend okay?" He like points over to.
You see the price of defying your true lord.
Yes. Oh, before him.
He just bows. He's like, "Okay,
And he
what
bows
do we
back,
do?
he's like,
Is your first order of business, new lord? What would you have me do, sir? Don't stick your explosive minions on me."
Take me to the pretender.
To the yeah, I'll take you to the pretender. Yeah, definitely. And he just starts walking.
Is Ghost Six just like headless down on the floor, motionless?
Yes.
No... I'm just gonna grab them and carry them like underarm just in case.
All right. You
Probably
grab
a
a hold
good
of
move.
Ghost Seeks, and you just start carrying them. As
If
the
anything, I can use them as like a blood fountain, so it's great.
starts leading you off in the direction. He's like, "So, you've been here long? Do you live here normally, like in Cursewoods, or are you from somewhere else?"
Are we all?
Lord Nurple is from the heart and soul of this world. It is said that the universe needed something to represent nobility, and so I was created. The Lord of Nurple, Nurple Lord, it is I.
Well,
I'll take that
Like
as
a
a.
tear running down their cheek.
It's like I'll take that as a you don't live here.
Yeah, so I'm a transfer. I moved here for work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I came here too for similar reasons. The Evil Lord Charlie had a decent medical plan, retirement. Do you offer any of those things to your underlings?
Ah, so adorable. Don't worry. This is why you need the Lord Nurple. You won't have to worry about those kinds of silly frivolities when you're under the true divine rule.
I suppose
We don't actually work for him.
Oh, you don't. Who do you work
we
for?
have our own
That's what they all
organization.
say, and I pat.
no.
We actually get
We do.
we actually get dental.
We do. We do work
It's
for
true,
him.
I have to admit.
We do work for him.
So-
At this exact moment, we work for him.
So are you all part of a union?
I'm sorry.
Or,
Since you all met me, have you or have you not done everything I wanted you to do? I just want to point out. Because
Like I said, at this moment, we work for that one. Yeah. And he's like
I'm your
so
lord.
good. He's like so,
yes.
so very good.
Oh,
Tell
oh.
me more. Please,
Like, do you have a car?
the praise.
He
Oh, you fucking
is
beat me to it. I was about to.
so good. Oh my god, you know when he's at his best? He is totally at his best when he has just been fed every single secret about his enemy.
That is so true.
Well, secrets. Charlie, he's ancient, like significantly old apparently, and sometimes he has to drink the blood of children, and it turns them into ancient people themselves. They just shrivel up like a prune. He's like, Charlie described it as being like the sun. You know, you sit in front of the sun too long, you get all wrinkly, and, or is that water? I'm not sure which one he's talking about. But, yeah, he's old. He has minotaurs. Well, they're manitors. I'm sure you're gonna meet him when you get to his base. He keeps them there. They don't smell very good, and the things they do to each other, I don't want to be part of that.
Is it a dimly lit location? As in, like, would you describe it as like the opposite of light?
Well, I haven't been inside of it. It's like an upside down triangle. It's bigger on the inside than the outside.
Or would you call it like more like? Is like the surrounding area? Is it like dimly lit? Like not bright? Is it not light? Would you describe it as like a somewhat diminished environment, or muted maybe?
I haven't been inside. I can't tell you.
Is it a quiet place?
Not usually. There are parties there held all the time. The people shouting, loud music. It keeps us up at night here in the village sometimes. It's really unfortunate, but you know, with EL Charlie being in control of everybody, we just kind of go along with it. We can't tell him to stop or quiet down. And all the women he carts in there every single weekend, that's got to be weird. He's a child right now, so I don't even understand. Anyway,
Correction.
that's just...
When Charlie was in charge.
Was in charge. Yes, when he was in charge. We're here now. He like points over to the side where you can see this massive upside down kind of triangular monolith sitting there with stairs that lead down inside of it. A little bit of light, kind of like a gloomy kind of purple green light shining up out of this little doorway, and a bunch of energy kind of radiating off of the center of this thing. That's where he lives. I'm assuming I can go do other underling things like usual, because it's my nap time right now. Normally right now I'm either fishing or napping back in the village. That's what EL Charlie used to do for me. I'm sure you run a better ship than he does, but you know, that's where we're at.
You know, I think I have a suggestion, if you don't mind.
What's that?
My dear lord, if you don't mind.
What is a lord if not someone who can hear and then immediately disregard?
Well, I feel like
Wise counsel.
while we are doing whatever we're about to do, they can, I don't know, maybe like prepare a feast to celebrate their new lord. And also like draw multiple baths, because let's be real, every single one of us needs one.
It has been far too long since a royal bath. You, peon number 12, you may return, tell the other individuals in your village of
I'm sorry,
your
Lord. I'm sorry, my lord. I have
glorious new regime.
I have to inject myself into this, and I apologize, but you killed all the others. You don't happen to have any necromancy, do you? Because we could come back if you did that, but...
Oh, wait, this was a village of 6 people?
Yeah. I mean, all the rest were turned into old people and died in their beds, except for the children, which then went to another village off in the east. They were supposed to bring back
Well, then
people
your
that
job's
could
going to
become
be very easy.
Oh.
And you just sat around like lambs to the slaughter, waiting for Charlie to suck you dry and make you old.
No, Charlie promised not to suck his cultists dry.
But then why are there only 6? There were only 6 cultists? That doesn't even hardly qualifies as a cult.
Hey, look, we happen to stand on the corners of the weird star thingy quite well.
Oh. Well.
You know,
well, shit.
and I just kind of pat their leg. It's not everyone gets to be a high quality minion. It's all right. Why don't you go draw up a royal bath and feast for when I return?
Yes, sir. Yes,
triumphant?
I will draw you a bath. Are your friends too? I only have a tiny tub. I'd have to collect other tubs from the village. I mean, they're pretty heavy. I could drag them into the square if you don't mind being au natural.
These two, pointing at Bethzel and Muddy, these two have pleased the Lord Nurple. 2 extra baths, please.
All right. I'll get right on it. Thank you, sir.
The other 2 can earn them.
Just I will do as you ask. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure working for you. And he comes over and he just gives you a kiss right on the face, just like Charlie would, I'm assuming. And he turns around and just like walks away.
Work.
It's good to finally be recognized.
Fucking work. Let's go. Real quick. I feel like we should have a plan.
Yes, the plan. I'm going to enter this Charlie's gaudy, really compensating situation and tell them that I'm the new lord. The entire population now adores me, and they will, if they have any sense, abdicate.
So you're gonna walk in first?
That is pretty
Of course.
distracting. I really appreciate that. How about the rest of y'all?
We must face the long dark of Pyramidia. Be on your guard. There are older and fouler things than pigs in the deep places of the world. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Deep.
Oh.
Recognition.
Go Seeks.
There is no plan. There is no plan. We just kill the dark, kill the. Oh, Lord.
Yes.
You know what? That works for me. I'm gonna just follow y'all.
Who goes in first?
Like real quiet. Like I'm gonna just be in the back.
Nurple
here.
and Ghost Seeks are rushing towards the door at the same time. Give me an agile to see which one of you makes it in the doorway first.
I'm going to.
All 3 of you rush into the door as fast as you can. Nurple, you're the first one in. There's a series of stairs that lead down into an inner chamber, and you take a few steps down, and there's a small landing there. It's a square space. It's about 10 feet long before it goes down to another stairwell. You take 1 step onto it, and the ceiling falls on you. Give me an agile roll to avoid being flattened.
Interesting. Yes.
That's 20.
Ooh.
How do you get to create the narrative way and how you avoid this with my ability to veto if you get too crazy. What do you do to stop the trap?
Well,
how does it happen?
Here's the thing. The timing of it is built for a human.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a tiny little goblin. So the way it works out is just by the time because I'm like rushing as fast as I can, and so it's just like basically blind luck that by the time I get to the other end, the like boulders which kind of start right where you step on and like slowly fill up the trap. I'm just already on the other side. Just no, I didn't even notice.
So Nurple makes it in, and suddenly in front of you, Bethzel and Go-Seeks, the chamber seems to be blocked off by stone. You just saw Nurple get splattered into goop, basically. I mean, you didn't confirm that he is now paced, but the ceiling falling, it did look like it squashed him. So everybody else is now
Like
stuck.
it's just like a giant, like is it just like a giant wall? Just
It was
blocked the
one
door
big
well?
square 10 by 10 block that just comes straight down. Dunk.
Well,
I shall attempt to move said stone.
Give me a strong roll and channel Hercules here.
Okay, here's a fun thing. I'm bathed in blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could I use my basically my bountiful battery of blood to use maybe some chaos to bolster my physical abilities right now and try to like He-Man this stone out of the way?
Let's try to shove it back into the ceiling and tell it to stay there.
I was more like thinking like punching it and it explodes.
Oh, there
but,
you go.
know,
Punch and
whatever.
explode. That's a cool idea, too. Why don't we try that?
Yeah.
So, this size and this ridiculousness, it's going to be 3 applications of chaos. Please give me a strong roll. Get higher than a natural 15 to avoid chaos
You got
in
this.
total.
really, Bob? If you
That's going to be
Ace.
chaos. Unless you want
Or
to
not.
ace? Okay. Try again.
Yeah. Nope, we're taking it.
Give me a
Chaos.
D100 roll. Let's see what happens.
Woo! I think it's this one, right? Yeah.
That is it. You got a 32.
32.
Come on, Bubbles. Come on, Bubbles.
Okay, weird one. You lean back and you slam the wall so hard. We can see like vibrations move all the way up your arm. They like rush up your body, and as they do so, you see all the little hairs shoot out of your skin, and your hair on top of your head just blasts off into the wall, and you like stumble back. It hurt. And you have lost every hair on your body, which is now embedded in the walls around you. And Go-Seeks now has like a full shock of white hair, but it's all sticking right down the front of your face. It's embedded in your skull so hard you can't get it out anymore. Now you have bangs that just ended a bald cap behind them that just dangle over your eyes.
I'm strangely okay with this. This is actually better. I can get more blood onto my skin.
You know what? That outfit is kind of slay. Also, it's not. But also, I'm okay with it.
So you're gonna have to come up with another way to get through the wall.
Take my hand and I. Sure. Oh, sure. We gotta kill this Dark Lord. Sure.
Stand aside. I think I've got this. I shall use my disintegration ray. They lost the hand saw.
Are you going to attempt chaos as well, or just do this the old-fashioned way and take a long time?
We'll die of old age like these babies. We should probably use chaos.
All right, so you reach into your bag to get your disintegration ray and attempt to break through this stone, going all the way through it quickly. 3 applications, man. Give me a magical roll, please. Actually, it'd be a brains roll for you because you're just looking for an item in particular. You don't actually have to use magic.
Thank you.
You're not
Magical was
actually using magic.
-5.
Get higher than a natural 15 to avoid chaos, and you got a 15.
Hey!
So you didn't avoid chaos.
I didn't avoid chaos.
Do you want to ace it, or do you want to just take the chaos? I'm going to say that this one...
I didn't use my ace.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, go ahead and give me a D100, and let's see what happens.
I'm terrified. Hold on.
I will say that whatever occurs will make it through the wall based on what you've done and the fact that we are running a game that needs to continue forward.
Yes. Did you know I've never rolled a D100 on this game? How do I do that in Unity?
Oh, well, go over top of the 00 die that's on the bottom right and just drag it up into there. That is the D100 die.
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there
that was my roll, not his. He gets to roll his own
A
D100s, Brian.
Die.
There it is, and you got a 3.
3.
That's a low one. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
you go to grab your disintegration ray, and you pull out a small handheld object that looks a lot like the drill that you were intending on using. The bit is strange, but you get ready, and you go to put it against the wall, and as you pull the trigger, gas goes and fills the whole room. And suddenly, Go-Seeks, Bethzel, Muddy, and Standoff. The wall seems to just fade away. It's like rising up above you and in front of you, and now there's a gap that you all can walk through. You can see to the other side. The interior of this building is enormous. As you all shrink down to the size of an ant. You see huge booted feet and a massive cape of purple at the other end of this gap that you all can now walk through. You all walk to the other side. Yeah, and now we have 4 ant-sized individuals who make their way under the boulder into the room. So the only one that's actually normal-sized at this point is Lord Nurple. As you stand there, E.L. Charles is standing in the center of this room. It is it reminds you of like the entryway into a man cave. It's stone. It's got some like torch sconces outside of it. A couple of doors in various spots. There's a large like circular place where you might have a barbecue or maybe a bonfire or something. But it also kind of resembles a brazier, a brazier, whatever you say that word. And he's got his arms crossed. Charlie stands there with his arms crossed looking at you. Within the darkness behind him in those doors, you can see pairs of eyes kind of glinting menacingly and watching you. And he just looks over to you. Ah, the meddlesome heroes have finally hero has finally arrived. I was beginning to think you wouldn't show up. You know, there's a special kind of irritation that comes from nosy people who just can't leave well enough alone. But here you are, ready to throw yourselves into perils of heroism. It's almost endearing. Almost. Do you even know what you're doing, or are you just bumbling through life, hoping for the best? Honestly, you remind me of the stock market. One moment soaring high with confidence, the next crashing down into utter despair. It's a chaotic mess, really. The only ones who profit are those who control it from the shadows. The stock market, you see, is a lot like life. It's this constant fluctuation, this ebb and flow, and people think they can predict it. They create algorithms, they study trends, but in the end, it's all just a game of chance, a rigged game. If you ask me, the richer get richer, and the poorer get poorer, and everyone else is just left scrambling, trying to catch a break. It's like this one time I invested in this small company thinking I had inside information. Turns out the information was about as reliable as a weatherman in a hurricane, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it? The unpredictability, the thrill of the gamble.
Totally
you win some, you
guy.
lose some, and in the end, it's all about who can weather the storm. Speaking of storms, did I ever tell you about the time I almost bought a wind farm? I
Just
thought
throw
it
a
was the
piece of
future.
cheese at his head.
The
and
clean
try and get him
energy.
to shut up.
Smack.
So as this is going on, not just scale his leg
You're all
like
walking
quietly,
very tinily across the room, heading in his direction. And
like climbing up his. I'm presuming, is he wearing a cape?
he is wearing
or
like a
something?
cloak with like those like a black skirt down below, and then he's got this massive purple hat on.
So I want to scale the cape, like just go like scale it with the little climbing hooks and just sort of go up all the way up to his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You start climbing him. Go-Seeks, what are you doing?
Oh, same. I am Shadow of the Colossus. This dude, real quick.
All right, Bethel and Standoff, what are the two of you doing?
Watch, rinse, repeat.
All right, you're also heading to Shadow of the Colossus, Charlie, EL Charlie. I'm assuming Standoff, you too? You're doing that too?
Well, yeah, I don't want to get smushed on the floor.
All right,
I'm gonna bust out my super glue too and start gluing things on him.
You start gluing stuff as you're climbing up. Lord Nurple, you throw a piece of cheese, you hit him in the head. He's like, ow! That was very irritating of you. I can't believe you had interrupted my monologue. You know, it's the one big thing I get here. I get to speak my monologue. This is my base. If you had your own layout,
No,
wouldn't you
I'm
allow...
sorry.
You would want your monologue to be heard, wouldn't you? It's very rude of you to interrupt in such a way. Cheese at the head. Who throws cheese, after all?
I unscroll some very official-looking documents. By the most ancient rights of this land, the entire population of your town reveres me as their one true lord. You have this one and only opportunity. You may abdicate as ruler of this village, or else face the consequences.
He looks at you and he goes, "You're wrong, sir. You wanna be lord in training. You don't know what you're talking about, because I still have 4 villagers here now. Get in my manitors, kill this little prick who thinks that he's better than me, and he also wears purple, which is a hideous color. Except for when I wear it. When I wear it, it's beautiful. When you wear it, it's hideous. It doesn't match your complexion at all. It matches my pasty complexion. You're green and purple. What the fuck is that shit?" And he like zooms back a little bit, and you see a blue shield just around him. And I will now share a map of where he's at. And currently, the only person
just to be clear, just to make sure I understand, the shield has sealed 4 out of 5 of the party who are ant-sized in with the big bad, and me with, it sounds like, 4 minotaurs. Just to make sure I have
That's exactly
the breakup of this combat.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Don't you worry, friend. I'm
Beautiful.
pretty sure.
Great.
I'm pretty sure we ain't gonna be silent for very long in there, and that shield gonna drop real fast.
Nurple, you 1v5 this. You got this.
You gotta
Oh
take this.
God. So
No.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative for me.
We're
Once
all gonna
more.
go back to normal size and just turn into puree inside the shield.
Here we are.
I've got so many plans
Oh,
right now.
perfect.
Brother Pop, I have ideas, and none of them are
We're
good.
doing great this
All
roll.
of these are deeply cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Lord Nurple.
Now you will die in
Sit
bed.
back,
Like to read. What could go wrong?
Okay, we've got ourselves a Muddy with an 11. We got ourselves Go Seeks with a 9. That's a bad roll for you, Go Seeks. We got Bethzel with a 13. And we have a Standoff with a 12. You all got shit rolls. Oh, Lord Nurple, you got a 12? Okay. Well, the first one to go is one of his Manitors. So the Manitors, we could describe that. Why not? Let's just say they're a bizarre sight. They're not the mighty, fearsome creatures of legend, but rather cultists dressed in strange makeshift bull suits. Each one wears a mismatched, colorful outfit made of rough, shaggy fabric. They're patchworks of blues, purples, greens, horns that look like they were hastily attached. Their faces are a mixture of confusion and determination. Their eyes peering out from poorly cut holes in the fabric, or just exposed from their like skulls, sticking out further than they should. Yeah, so they kind of like adjust and scratch. They're not super comfortable suits that they're wearing. The first one tips his horns down, scrapes the floor a few times, and goes, "Moo!" And he like runs across the room at you, dunk, 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 and proceeds to try to just tackle you. He's not watching as he runs, but he's got his head down. He's got those little strapped-on horns like coming in your direction. What do you do, Mr. Nurple?
I'll try and get out of the way.
Okay. Give me a defense roll. You ole him to the side, and he just like rushes past and slams into the wall, where then he hits the ground, and you see like little stars floating around his head. Yes. Let's see who's up next. We got the next one here, and he's got what abilities?
I have my royal cape.
So this guy walks forward
Like a
towards you,
matador.
smells very strongly of booze, and he goes, "What's up, buddy? I'm gonna have to knock you out now." And he just leans his head back and just whomp, tries to slam you with it.
Super smooth.
And I just hold my
Super
bag
smooth.
up so he just headbutts my like bag full of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah!
Give me a defense
Oh my
roll.
So like
God.
he's just headbutting my like giant backpack.
Ooh, wait, open the bag, let him fall in.
That's Standoff's bag. He's got the bag of holding.
Ah, shit. That would
I
be
just have a
really
normal
fucking
bag
funny.
full of random stuff.
All right, give me your defense roll, please.
Damn.
Oh, that's still defense. Got it. Okay.
His headbutt
that was
smashes into
funny.
your bag and you. There's a squishing sound, and there's a bunch of stuff that just kind of squirts out the side of it, and you can see a little
You
frog
just-
bits just,
Kill the frog!
and you stagger back a few steps. And he's like, and I'd kill more of them anyways. They're just as green and ugly as you. This guy walks around, and
Did I take damage from that or anything?
Oh.
Or is that just-
no, it's
Oh.
damaged the things in your bag. The other
Oh,
guy
cool.
like walks around and goes, "Where the fuck am I? You know, yesterday I was in my bed, and today I'm in here. You know, these are really itchy. Excuse me, little goblin boy. Do you know where we are and what's going on?" He seems to have broken free of some
Yes.
sort of spell.
You are my servant. You want to defend me with your life and kill all the rest of these vile creatures until they turn back to my side.
You got it, little goblin boy. Let's kill these fucks. And he like turns around and yanks the horns off and holds them in each hand. He gets low and he just stabs in at the guy that's standing in front of him.
Number 13. Yes.
The two begin like
adored it.
struggling with one another, just like doing the you can hear combat music from Star Trek as they're like swinging at each other, and somebody gets punched and back and forth, but they're not really making any progress. Bethsel, it is your turn. You have made it up to the top of a shoe. You're so tiny it's going to take a while to continue climbing at this rate.
Well, I have Warrior's Instinct, which means I'm I mean, no, it's out of combat, but like ultimately, since I am such a big warrior, I literally have a bag of bones on me.
Mhm.
Would you say that I have like an intricate knowledge of like the human like
Anatomy?
circulatory system?
Yeah.
Like, could I like find that artery running through like the shin and just like ha and just try to
Absolutely.
like stab my way
So
into it?
You move forward, you grab your big two-handed sword, which is roughly the size of a toothpick, and you just like and try to stab him in the ankle. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, please.
I don't care.
He is at minus 13
I don't
to
care how
defend
much
against
bigger
this.
you are. You
so-
still gotta have an ACL.
he got a negative 9. So you strike his leg. He's too big to get away in this situation. So you stab in, causing 1 point of damage, and he goes, "Ow!" He looks down at you, and you see him like lift up his shoe, and he looks at you and he goes, "Well, there you are, little friend," and he goes to grab you.
You shall rule this day.
Do you give me a defense roll to avoid being grabbed.
Oh boy.
Whew.
Not this.
22.
So he got a 19, 20. He got a 20 to your 22. He tries to grab you, and you deftly just dodge aside, and then you see him just like reaching with those big fingers again, trying to get a hold of you.
You slow, you big fuck.
Lord Nurple, it is your turn.
Incredible. So my peon number 13 is fighting off one of these manitars, and so there's
You
two more
already
who are
marked
still
one as 13. Have you already
wanting to come
replaced
for
him?
me, right? No. So the one that was in the village was 12, and so this is 13.
Okay. Yeah, so he's currently engaged in mortal combat with his fellow drunk.
Absolutely. I think that Lord Nurple, a royal countenance needs composure, calm, but my purple was insulted. So I would like to summon every last ounce of my cheeseomancy power. And I want to make like finale of Alien cheese suit to
Work.
fight these Manitars in.
Work.
So you're gonna
How much chaos is that?
You're gonna create like an alien style cheese suit, like
Mhm.
auto loader. I'll give you 2 chaos on that one. So why don't you give me a magical roll to manifest this cheese item? And you actually have an ace with this because of your cheese shaped knife.
Absolutely. Perfect. 10 would have just been
Look at that.
chaos, so 19.
So I'm just gonna grow you in size to just
19.
represent that suddenly you have a suit of cheese armor with like 2 big pinchy hands and everything attached to them.
Purple is a regal color.
And the others look at you. Now, if they see through your cheese illusion, that will have no effect on them. However, if they don't see through it, it acts as if it's real. We know how illusions work in role-playing games. So, it is now...
Is this an illusion? I thought I could just make cheese do whatever I want.
You can.
I thought I also had illusion.
But it's the illusion is that it's actually effective. So...
Oh my god.
Gotcha, okay.
That's the
Cool.
efficacy of situation with it. So it is now Standoff's turn.
What part of the body am I at this point?
You are climbing up the inner calf. You're inside of this man's pants. And you've got these large hairs that are easy to like climb and ascend. They've got nice little standy, steppy spots on them. And as you continue to look up, it gets darker and darker and more ominous the further it goes up.
All right. Perhaps we can make him fall down. What happens if he falls into his shield, I wonder? So, Standoff is going to pull out his staff, rigged with batteries in his taser, and he is going to say, "Blast of electric charge," and stab it into the back of his calf.
Go ahead and give me your attack roll, please. He tries to
Okay.
resist the damage that you're going to cause. He gets a 3. Because of the size and the fact that you can just jam it in there. You got him. 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
Right in the leg. And he's like, ow, what the and he like starts like pulling his pants down slightly. And as you look up, you are massively disturbed when you see he has chitinous layers of like overlapping plates around his groin area and 4 massive testicles that are filled with something that looks like eggs. There's something strange about this individual. He's not a person.
Tyson.
Balls.
Tyson.
Muddy, it's your turn.
I am full of disapproval. What part of the body am I on? Have I gotten to his shoulder yet?
No, you were
Family
climbing up
jewels.
the other side of the leg, the
Fuck.
same one that Bethzel was on, and you have now made it to like the side of his knee.
All right. Is he still like also like looking at the shoe?
Yes, he currently is
pick
staring.
up-
Well, actually, he's now twisted and is now like pulling open his pants so that he can find out what's inside of them.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just keep climbing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to do it faster.
You climb up as quickly as you
Keep
can. Give me an
climbing.
agile roll just to see how successful you are at
Alright.
that. Also, I should have put
God,
a tag, an adult warning tag on this episode. I think that was.
It's far too late for that.
That is a 1.
Is there a you nasty tag?
A nasty
Tyson?
tag. Yeah. That was a very slow climb that you just had there, unfortunately.
Shit.
So
Okay,
you are
know
making
what?
your
No,
your
I
way
don't
up.
need these days.
But you're now on the outside of the leg to the side, and you start climbing a little slower as this whole like pants off thing is happening. It almost flicks you aside, but you end up just very slowly climbing up. Go Seeks, it is your turn, sir. The Dark Lord is here. It's obvious he is not human. He is some sort of inhuman beast, probably part bug.
How far up am I?
You have made it up the back of his thigh on the right butt cheek, almost to the right butt
Nice.
cheek.
I would like to, I guess, I want to keep traveling to the first bit of spine vertebrae
Mhm.
area, and I would like to take that trowel and just reach all the way back, and I go, "This is to stop all the darkness," and just slam it right into the bat.
Okay. Are you going to try to evoke any chaos to make this more effective?
Tyson, you already know I am. Yeah.
Okay. How big of an effect are we talking here? You trying to sword in the stone this thing, bury that trowel so far that can never be pulled out again? What's the deal?
I mean, my main goal is to cripple them, to like, keep them from being able to move or do anything. As close to that as I can get, I would be.
From this
excited.
size, it's gonna have to be
Yeah.
3 applications of chaos again.
Sounds
Please
good.
give me the attack roll with your trowel. Get higher than a nat 15 to avoid chaos.
Easy,
You're going for the
easy.
epidural route.
I mean,
Yeah.
we already.
Yeah, the epidural.
Tyson, you don't need to ask. I think Bees has made more 3 application chaos rolls than not this.
Well, being
this
immortal,
session,
this
so-
kind of removes the
Yeah.
threat for him of dying
sorry,
if something
yeah.
bad
We don't
happens.
need to pretend. He's
What?
playing
You
with
said roll what
Monopoly
again?
money here.
Roll the attack of your trowel.
Oh yeah, the attack. That's right.
No, definitely not.
That's
I'm gonna use
critical.
that ace.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that ace I've been holding on to.
All right.
What
all
happens
right.
in a nat 1 chaos roll?
The
You do roll
absolute
twice and
worst
take the worst?
situation that can happen. Yeah.
Devastation.
Yeah,
Love
where the hell's
it.
my ace?
It's
I
at
mean,
the top.
I
Just go ahead
kind
and
of
roll.
want to. I kind of
Okay.
want to see
I
the
said let it
1,
roll.
but you know,
Yeah, I say let it roll. It'll truly end like a Rick and Morty.
Oh my god.
you're immortal. When's a better time to tag a crit fail chaos roll?
I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still got chaos, but it's not a
Well,
crit
chaos,
failure
let's
chaos roll.
go.
Give me your D100 roll. We'll see what happens.
You got this.
36. Okay, this is happening sooner than I thought, but that's fine. All right, you grab hold of that trowel. You lean back. You slam it in like golden energy radiating from your hands, and as you do so, it just pierces into his spine, and he kind of howls and leans back, and you see like his upper chest start to expand, and it just ruptures and explodes across the room, hitting the edges of the energy field, and the bottom half of the body like starts moving away, and all of you start moving with it. Standoff, from where you're standing at, that insect-like bit and pieces that you were seeing kind of like drops down to the ground and tries to escape into a small hole not too far from where you're at. All of you are small enough to chase it. Do you want to chase what ran away?
Yes. Fuck yes.
100%.
Okay, the 4 of you rush immediately after whatever the fuck that thing was, and that leaves just the Minotaurs with Lord Nurple inside the other room.
You got this.
You rush through a little hole in the side of the building and chase after this into some sort of interior layer where you can see the creature now in its full exposed state, what it actually is. Go Six, you're up in front here. And I need to roll for it. And here is what you can see.
I want to punch this baby.
So it's a very tiny creature inside the wall. It is an insect, indeed. Oh, after all. And the creature kind of hisses at you. Ah, you've revealed my final form. I will lay my eggs inside your bodies, and I will turn you all into true minions of my children as they consume you from the inside out.
That's it.
We're
That's what you are.
all
Yeah, that's what I am.
You talked
And
a
it is-
big game there, buddy.
It is now the other Minotaur's turn. He steps forward and goes, "Excuse
I'm
me."
sorry, a Minotaur?
Minotaur. I was having myself a brewski back at the beehole when this little thing stung me, and then I ended up out here somehow. Can you explain how to get back to the beehole? I would love to continue my binge drinking until I die of cirrhosis of the liver.
Absolutely. Just real quick, I just pull out one of my like royal decree. Just quickly sign this. You don't even need red. Just like you honestly, just an X will do.
He looks over at it, and you see him pull out a little monocle to start reading. Wow.
Okay. Listen, a lot of people debate what your immortal soul is anyway, so don't worry about signing it over to me.
Give me a charming
Service
roll,
in
please.
perpetuity.
Try to convince him to not read over your fine print. Oh. He just looks at you and he goes, "You seem like a reasonable enough fellow. I'll sign. Well, how do I get back to the hole?"
Yeah.
Yes. And I like my giant like cheese claws like tap together menacingly. You will go this way, and I give him directions, and then you will have everyone there swear their allegiance to the Lord Nurple. You will do this, or your soul shall be forfeit.
I'll do it for $1.
No, I own your soul. You have to do everything I say.
I wasn't using my
you
soul
decided.
anyway. I'll do it for $1.
Well,
I've got 75 cents.
That'll work.
I got 75 cents in a bag of hair.
You know what? Fair deal. Fair deal. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I was looking for a light snack for the road anyway. He starts shuffling Aaron as he's walking out the door. And then he stops and
Hey,
goes,
don't eat it all in one place.
he's like, "This boulder here. How do we turn that back into the ceiling? There's sweat." He starts like looking around for the way out. This guy here that charged into the wall turns back and looks at you. He sees your big cheese suit, and he believes wholeheartedly in it. He rushes forward and tries to get you. Your suit is significantly stronger. You have +10 to your defense roll. Please go ahead and make a defense roll as he attacks you. Oh, shit.
Yes. Yeah. Tyson. Oh, Tyson.
All right. How do you just destroy this guy with your suit? Because he critically failed. You're just going to cause damage to him right now as well.
Yeah. I like to imagine, like, I just have him run directly into one of the claws, and then I just kind of, like, grab one end with one claw, grab one end with the other claw, and then, like Mortal Kombat, like, just finish him. So, like...
You rip him in half, and he just and hits the ground. The two guys standing next to you look over and go, "Holy shit!" And they both just go, "Hey, man,
He insulted my purple!
we're done. We're done. It's cool. We're both cool. The way out over here. Yeah, the way out's in this. Let's just go. We're gonna just it's been nice talk. Yeah, bye." And they all start trying to leave. Bethzel, that is your turn now. In the underground space where this bug currently lives, what do you do?
I rush headlong into danger with reckless abandon.
There's a
As
big
close
hole in
and
the
as
middle of
fast
the
as I can get.
room. You could try to jump over it.
I mean, if that's going to get me into contact immediately, let's do it.
Just require one application of chaos. You can jump that distance.
Okay.
If you'd like
What do
to
you want me to roll?
empower a jumping strike, you could go for more
Yeah.
chaos. 1,
Do it.
2, 3.
rush it.
Let's
2
do
it is.
dose.
Give us a strong base roll, get higher than a natural 10 to avoid chaos, and you're going to leap all the way across the distance. Let's see what happens. That is going to be
no.
chaos. Give me a D100 roll, please.
Woo! D100.
You got a
66.
66.
Oh boy.
Execute
Oh.
Order 66.
Okay, well, that one's actually kind of cool. You run forward. You plant one foot. You make a massive leap into the air, and as you leap up into the air, you see all the blood that's around you just start to coalesce into a body, into plates of metal armor made out of blood that just like Iron Man style around your form until you have a massive spiky helmet. And you just leap across that distance, now carrying a significant amount more weight and bearing armor, slamming into the opponent. Give me an attack roll, please. You are at +5 to this roll. Whew.
On top of my normal?
On top of your normal. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be 15.
That's a 15. You're going to slam into him. I'm going to allow you to choose. Do you wish to fail upward or just avoid taking any damage on this hit?
No, we're going to fail upwards.
Okay. So your armor takes the hit and explodes off your body. You're going to take the same damage you caused to this creature. The distance leaped and the weight of your attack gives you an extra 2d6, and then roll your weapon damage.
So I should be rolling 4d6 then?
Yes. And you will take the same damage you cause.
12.
That is 12 plus 4, so 16 points of damage as you slam into a...
Hey, hit.
All right, you have that damage. The creature just, like, shrieks in pain and moves backwards somewhat. Lord Nurple, back up to you. The others are still trying to move that boulder away from the ceiling. Incredibly afraid for being torn in half. What do you do?
Yeah. So I want to go a little out of left field here. Can I go and find this this weird insect Charlie thing has been cursing people all around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to go. I want to go find the source of the curse that is making me have to be a ridiculous little goblin that no one takes seriously and break it.
So, give me a heads or tails. So, high or low?
High, of course.
High.
High, like my nobility.
All right. You turn. You walk through the door to the right. You just head into the door to the right and hit a button on the wall, and it slides up. And you walk inside that room. You take a few steps in, and you see that there's like a glowing series of magical gems all lined up around the inside of this room. Each one of them has like a little label on the bottom that talks about the curse: perpetual woods, the goblin curse, the fishmen, the slimy tongues, the wet feet, the unable to sleep at night ever. All of these kinds of curses are laid all around the room, feeding him power.
Smash them all.
You just start smashing curses left and right. Energy starts flooding the room and going all around you. And we'll see what that does in a moment. Standoff. We're over to you, sir.
All right. Let's see. Where's 6?
Six
Lines.
would be right here.
All right. I would go right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it worked so successfully before. He yells, "Fire!" And he throws a Molotov cocktail again.
Another fireball. All right.
The one that only hits the one target, though. Not the fireball, the other one.
Then you're using your flaming...
What was it? Yeah, hand?
Flaming hand. Yeah.
Yep.
So you have a blowtorch.
Mm-hmm.
Blast at him with a flaming hand. Give me the attack roll with brains. Or just the attack roll. It's on the sheet. Defense roll. And you hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah.
You see him like start moving his head side to side, and his eyes, his multifaceted like green glowing eye. There's a bunch of little tiny dots on the inside of it that are giving that glow. It's like it's made out of a bunch of tiny eyes that are all glowing at once. You see them start popping before the fire hits him. And he's like, my curses, curse you, Lord Nurple. 17 points of damage.
Why does everyone else get credit?
Standoff gets ignored entirely in that moment. Muddy, it's your turn.
I am going to aid my lovely little buddy by just throwing that Everclear. Because realistically, what the fuck was I gonna do with Everclear? So, just throw the Everclear just right on over into that flame. Just juice it up a little. Make it like, Also, would we say that he's sufficiently distracted by that? And also the curse is failing amongst every other thing that is going on. Getting hit with the bottle of Everclear is just something he's not gonna see coming, just fully out of left field.
And give me a
because
give
he's
me
like
a strong
distracted and shit by my friends.
give me a strong roll as you throw this bottle. Just woof.
Yes. So would this be okay? Is this one that I can add +3 to because of the, again, off guard and
Yes, you can.
not expecting? Thank you. That was the whole thing I wanted to be very, very certain of. Now, strength, where are we?
It's strong.
We are here.
Yeah.
Where is strong?
You've like zeroed out all your stats somehow. You should have a 2 there. So 4, 5, 6, 6, 7.
I'm gonna just use the ace.
Yeah, go ahead and
I'm gonna
reroll
use
that.
the ace. I'm gonna do that because, yeah. Hold on.
Probably a good idea. Oh, there you go. The bottle just starts
better
flipping
idea.
end over end. It smacks into the Lord. Give me a D4 roll, and if you get higher than a 2, the bottle shatters and sets on fire. Otherwise, you're just going to thump him with a bottle, and it'll cause some damage.
Where the hell is the D4? Oh,
Down at the bottom, little triangle. Just drag it
Yeah,
into the
I
chat
forgot.
menu there. 2. Boom! It hits him in the side of the head, and then just rolls down his body and lands next to him.
Shit.
Go, Seeks.
Damn it all.
It's your turn. There's a bottle of Everclear that just thumped this thing in the side of the head. He has eyeballs popping as Lord Nurple breaks his curses. He's on fire from the flamethrower that Standolf is using. And Beth Zell is covered in his gore and standing there with shattered red shards all around her. You are muted. Still muted.
I clicked it and the thing double clicked. Okay, so I think with since he's already on fire, there's already some fire going, and the Everclear bottle was launched in the air. I think I want to take the trowel, my trusty trowel, and I want to yeet it towards the bottle to shatter it right over him.
Okay. Are you doing any chaos in this as well, or just gonna go straight?
This is the end tide.
So
Yes, I'm doing chaos.
describe what this looks like. What type of magical thing are you trying to do? What type of crazy and off the wall trowel tossing are you doing? Are you gonna affect the
would
bottle,
like-
make it grow large to normal size since you're all
Yes.
still shrunk?
Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to make it. Yeah, I want to drown this thing, just douse it in this flammable liquid so that it just explodes in an inferno.
Okay. So give me a. This will be a straight magical roll because you're actually causing the bottle to grow at the same time, and we'll see what happens. This
All right,
one.
magical. That's my good stat.
Yep. You're gonna have to get higher than a 10.
Oh, that was bullshit.
It was almost a 19. All right, go ahead and give me a D100 roll, and we'll see what occurs
I
in this
don't have
moment.
any more aces. Ugh.
Mm-mm.
All right,
you did use
D100
your
it
ace.
is. 3.
I'm gonna have you re-roll because we already had a 3.
Yes.
I was about to say,
We
wow.
did 3. That's crazy.
Now we're might side.
What are the odds?
51. Okay. How do I do? Roll one more time. I don't like the way this one works for
Okay,
this
okay.
situation.
All right. So, do that one more time then.
Mm-hmm.
75.
75.
3/4.
I already gave mine. Give my 3/4 to my new minion.
Why did I write this?
Oh my god.
You have to roll again.
Okay.
Give me this one's a. Well,
No,
roll a
Dyson,
d20.
you have to read that one aloud. You have to read what you just confused yourself with aloud for the class, please.
Let me find it again. Just a second.
It was 75.
The spell becomes greater in chaos than usual. evolving into additional series of effects. You must roll on another table 3
Oh my
times.
god. Okay, so three.
So it's a
am I
D20.
rolling
You're rolling a
something different,
D20
or-
3 times.
Okay. 14, 16, 10.
So you gained interdimensional energy. You gained
What?
Morty time, and you gained. That's a 14 on the last one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry's luck. Okay. Okay.
Everyone's
So,
taking.
a massive bit, there's an interdimensional wave of energy that washes in. It comes from all of this curse energy that's just flooding the temple that you're currently inside of. It wraps around your trowel, causing it to kind of glitch in and out of space and time, changing into different shapes. One moment it's a rabbit, other times it's a stick, sometimes it's an unknowable object. There's a tesseract for a second as it splits end over end. Now, as it's floating through the air, we happen to see that it starts to fragment into multiple versions of itself. Some of them have girl hair, and some of them have been hacked into pieces, and some like Muddy on various different interdimensional travels. And then as it hits the bottle, the most incredible bad luck spreads from the point of impact all over the boss enemy. The energy explodes outward, and everybody is just launched like pinballs around the interior of this wall that they're inside of. The boss themselves, suddenly Standoff's tool bag just hits him with everything that's there. Muddy twists and Stung flips end over end through the air and stabs him in the eye and into the forehead. Ah! And then Bethzel spins to the side, and the sword stabs into him, and all the little shards start poking into his leg. He starts hopping up and down, and then the bottle rolls over him and crushes him like a bug. And then as it rolls off the edge of the cliff, it catches fire, and you just see smoke and fire rising from where he was at. And you know, without a doubt, Go-Seeks, that an evil lord has died.
Yes! I've stopped the darkness.
Bye.
What do you mean? What do you mean bye bye?
And then you
I was gonna
reappear
say,
as another evil lord is suddenly in that space before you're able to finish your mission.
All right,
Another one
cool.
exists in the galaxy.
Hey guys, you miss me?
And then
look much
you begin you all begin growing large again, and you notice that the exit is way over there, and you probably should
Oh
run to
no.
it. Everybody begins sprinting as fast as they can, making their way out to the exit. Outside, as the curse is shattered, Lord Nurple, you become your original, true form. What do you look like?
Exact same.
I look the exact same, but person size.
You grow twice in height.
That's funny enough. I like the idea of yes, finally my true intimidating evil form shall be mine again. I'm just 5 foot tall now.
A little, 2 feet taller than you are now.
Ah, that was so ridiculous. No one would ever take me seriously. Unlike now, I will inspire true dread.
As you all rush out into the main chamber, suddenly the walls begin shaking and trembling. The new evil lord, Nurple, who is still within the heart of the building, looks around. You see energy swirling around it, Ghostbusters style, smashing through windows, and the ceiling is starting to collapse inward. So, yeah, as all of you kind of run out the open space that those Manitors found a way to break up, you can see that there are patterns in the sky beginning to form above this upside-down triangular shape. Suddenly, something buzzes on Muddy's pocket. Hey, it's your phone! It's your phone! Answer your phone! God damn it, answer your phone! You know this is from your boss! It's from your boss! You gotta answer your phone!
Motherfucker.
Crackles on, and you can hear Brick's voice. Hey, what the shit did you just do? I don't understand what's going on here, but fantastic. You had to go and kill the load-bearing boss, didn't you? Now the local environment outside the base is collapsing into the world core. There's a miniature black hole forming, and the whole place is gonna implode any minute now. You need to get to the center of the village, pronto. I'll pick you up there, okay? I'll just get there now. Get there now. We gotta do that. And then he hangs up on you.
Yo, I think we gotta go to there.
You all
it.
race out of the lair, rushing as quickly as you can. Lord Nurple, stepping at your full height, your majestic size, you enter out onto the surface of the world and see the bright and brilliant colors in the air, the cracks that are appearing around you, showing your true power to everything. The fact that you are now here, the world recognizes it, it is all within your grasp. You will control everything. You see those other individuals who were your lackeys before they're rushing back to your village, trying to gather for the celebration, you're sure, when you arrive. All of you rush very quickly to the center of town. And as you do so, there's like cracks and splits appearing in the ground around you that's falling down below. You can see like lava starting to shoot up out of the ground. There's no time to really think about what you're doing, but you run onto the circular platform of stone that was in the heart of the village, and you see a little beeping on the phone that seems to be like, yeah, that's the location. That's the location that he wants you to stand. Stand right there. Stand right in that spot. Don't move at all. Okay, don't move at all. And as everybody stands there, a brilliant light pierces through the clouds, and a tractor beam just grabs a hold of Muddy and Standoff and Go Seeks and Bethzel, and you see them like being lifted into the air, Lord Nurple. And as they do so, the section of the center of the town like lifts with them. And then you look down, and all this power, all this majesty, all this greatness that is you. You look up and you see Ghostseek's glaring, deathly eyes down at you before you plummet into the center of the world. As the ground splits apart, the entire landscape is sucked into the forming black hole at the center of the world. You are brought aboard Brick's ship, and you look out over as you see the world just and disappear into a puff. And Brick kind of turns to you all. Well, we sure got out of there just in time. Man, I guess the property values just plummeted. Talk about a market crash. Seriously, though, next time, let's just get drunk and let the locals figure it out for themselves. And then the ship goes off into space. And that's the end of today's Pickleverse Fantasy. Yay! Congratulations, you made it. Hope everybody had a great time. This was just a little one-shot. We might do some more of these things in the future, I'm sure, somewhere around there. They're entertaining. They're crazy. I'd like to see where all of this crew goes and see if somehow Lord Nurple made it out the other side. Why don't you give us your socials and tell us what you thought about today's episode, and we'll go at random, as usual, around the table as we say our farewells. This one's starting with Steven.
Hey everyone, I'm Steven, Deviant Devil. You can find me on Twitch, all the things. Going to be back more in some caliber, which I'm very excited about because I've been away for a while, had shows down, lots of things going on in personal life and jobs. So very thrilled to start joining all these crazy cats on some more epic adventures. So stay tuned on that. Tonight, I had a lot of fun. I had so much fun. And originally I was going to play it much more like Jerry, but then I was like, I'm just going to go all in and trying to act like this stupid wizard. And it was a blast. It was so random. Everyone was so great. And I was one of my most favorite one-shots so far, I think, actually.
Yeah, cool. Glad you enjoyed it so much. You did a great job as Standoff. I loved all your Lord of the Rings / Rick and Morty mishmashes that you created. And clever use of your abilities. So, Rob, you're up next.
As me, I'm Robbie Rolling. You can find me as such. But really, you should keep an eye on Roll for Chaos, but also go check out the Game Oven podcast. We're an actual play storytelling collective building a world one game at a time. You can actually catch two of the wonderful people on this call on that show, and I'm sure you'll catch some of the others there at some point. And first of all, let's be 100% correct. No longer Lord Nurple, Lord Nerp, EL. evil lord.
No.
Work.
Yeah, he
No.
was right there.
It was
He
right there the whole time.
I don't know what it is about Tyson's games that makes me want to secretly be the bad guy, but yeah, I had a great time. I hope everyone wasn't annoyed too much by my choice of voice.
No,
But
it was perfect. That was
was a
exactly
good
what I
time.
expected out of him. I was kind of hoping you'd just run him the whole game, to be fair. But you know what? I still enjoyed what you did with him in the long run.
Yeah, in my head, the curse was whatever would make them the least credible
Exactly.
to the immediate surroundings.
All right, and bees, go Seeks. Why don't you give us yours?
Hello, everyone. I am Bees, your happy, helpful harbinger of hype, a professionally unprofessional loud guy on the internet. You can find me and all my stuff at linktree/biggest_bees. That's just the easiest way for you to
You
see
upgraded to
everything I
a
do.
Linktree? Holy shit.
Yeah,
Look
your
at how
boy's,
big your shit's
your boy's
getting.
an adult now.
Oh,
He's an
yeah.
adult.
He's finally growing
Let's
up. Brings a
go.
tear to my eye. Also,
No.
go check out everything that he's on. It's freaking crazy. It's really
Yeah.
good.
If you like this stuff and well, if you like what you saw tonight, we got some great stuff coming up for you real soon. But in the meantime, you should go check out my other podcast, which is Across the Plains Digiverse.
That's so cool.
It is a Digimon actual play, phenomenal cast, love them to death. It is a story about four unfortunate beings that get caught up in a chaos doom scenario that is threatening to envelop both the digital and material world. It is Digimon that has grown up with us and has no fucking chill.
I couldn't help but when you said the four unfortunate beings, I was like, four unfortunate souls.
Being so
Same.
sad.
100.
All right, and Brian, your turn.
Hey everyone, Brian, aka Atomic, aka Atomic Zero. I think I'm Atomic Zero on Twitch and TTV_Atomic Zero on the Twitters or the X, whatever it's called. But mostly taking kind of a step back from some stuff for now. So you're mostly gonna catch me here on Roll for Chaos on our Avernus stream, which is every couple of weeks somewhere in there. It
Next
changes
Saturday, a week from tomorrow
That
is our
one.
next one.
But yeah, it's great. It was fun. Looking forward to doing it again.
All right, and JV, last but not least.
Ah, yes, darlings. Well, you can find me primarily on Instagram because that's easy. That's the easiest one for me. Just sharing little funnies, little sillies, little stupid little things over there. And sharing photos of my various adventures. Feel free to go take a gander at them. I am also on the rest of the internet at Red Black Golden, and yeah. Is now a good time to mention that I have never seen a single episode of Rick and Morty?
Well, if you liked how
Because-
crazy this was, the show's worth a watch.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, I had fun. I had a great time. Ah.
Well, thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure. All of you individuals are amazing and a lot of fun to play with, and I really liked seeing what you brought to each one of the characters. And I look forward to the next thing that we do in the future. And to all of those audience out there that have somehow stumbled across this crazy nonsense that we've put out here, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening as well. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Just hit a button, Morty. Give me a beat. Yeah. Oh man. Oh gee.
we really supposed to believe that a mad scientist inventor with a flying car just showed up on our doorstep after being gone for years?
Yeah, it does have a lot